the countdown to kickoff on the Northside Knights Media Network. Go Knights, go! This is the countdown to kickoff on the Northside Knights Media Network. Go Knights, go! countdown to kickoff on the Northside Knights Media Network. Go Knights, go!
The following is a special presentation of the Northside Methodist Academy Media Team.
The football field is lined. Those lines create yards. Yards turn into first downs. First downs turn into touchdowns. Why do we love the game of football? We hang on our team's success with each snap taken. We call them our team when our only role is fan. We jump for joy when they win, and we cry in defeat. Football teaches teamwork, conditioning, and endurance. In 1 Thessalonians 1:3, Paul gives thanks to God that faith has produced work, and love has produced labor, and hope has produced endurance. Listen to football as you've never heard it before. Sure, you will hear excitement when there is a touchdown scored.
The 30 to the 25, makes a move to the 20. He's going to be in! Touchdown! Northside!
But in addition to that, you will also hear more than football analysis play-by-play. You will hear how God is working in the lives of these local football families represented tonight.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting us live another day. Please keep everyone safe as they play tonight. Keep everyone from getting hurt, and let us not just play to win, but play for your glory, Lord, as we know and love you. Amen.
This is Mark Hall from Casting Crowns, and tonight you will hear God glorified. Whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God.
Northside Knights football is on the air.
Green 18! Hands up!
Now let's join the Northside broadcast team for tonight's game.
We're live here in Wicksburg, Alabama, getting set for varsity football between Northside Methodist Academy Knights and the Wicksburg Panthers. Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you here with us on the Northside Knights Media Network. I'm Matt Johnson. Along with me is Mr. Chuck Locke. Hey, Chuck.
Good evening, Matt. That was a great job on that tongue twister.
I know.
Way to avoid that.
I tried.
You stiff arm. That would be tougher.
That's it. Down on the field, our sideline reporter is Miss Tristin Robinson. Hey, Tristin.
Hey, everyone.
And our producer tonight, Mr. Trevor Dyson. Hey, Trevor. You're a man of many words, right? Before we get started tonight, we're going to go down to the field, and Tristin has a special guest that's going to lead us in a pregame prayer. Tristin.
Hey, everyone. I am here down on the field, and I'm going to be joined with Cora Faison, a sophomore here at Northside. She plays soccer, and she's going to lead us in our pregame prayer. Please bow your heads and pray with me. Father God, I want to thank you for this beautiful weather and for letting us come out here and play for the glory of you only. I pray for everybody to be safe and no injuries, and I want to thank you for this wonderful day. Amen. Thank you so much, Cora.
Amen. Thank you,
Amen.
Cora.
Thank you.
Well, Chuck, last week we were at Slocomb, and the Knights started to do some things that we thought were much improved from the week before, but really just could not maintain that over a very, very good playoff-ready team in Slocomb.
I think you're right, Matt. We did see some improvement and really saw some fire on some of the plays from the Knights, but as the game wore on, really didn't have a great opportunity to stop what they proved to be a potent attack from the Red Tops last week. And, you know, that take the wind out of your sails. You throw in an injury here and there. And but as we say, especially with a program building like Northside has, each week presents new opportunities. And so hopefully the guys will respond tonight and see how they compete on each play.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're here in Wicksburg tonight and getting set to take on the Panthers. Got a growing crowd here. Northside's got a lot of people here already, which is good to see. And but we got a special presentation. Looks like they're going to have in honor of the 13 members of the Afghanistan attacks. They're going to do that here shortly as the Knights come onto the field. A little early than normal, but going ahead and doing that and getting ready for that presentation on the field. But Chuck, you know, we talk about the Knights as they continue to grow, and one of the things that is a little tough is that when you have a lot of injuries as the Wicksburg Panthers come on the field, and all of them carrying American flags, that's a really cool sight as they come out. That's awesome.
That's good to see.
So anyway, so several injuries that the Knights are fighting through this week. Bye week next week couldn't come at a better time for them.
Yeah, I think you're right. To heal up a little bit, and as you spoke, it's much emotionally tough. It is physically tough when you have the injuries, but then for the players to be resilient and really this coaching staff has its work cut out for them to work each week to really paint the big picture for this young group of Knights. And it's much more than this season that they look at. And so that's what I'm looking for each week.
Last week, the Panthers went to Providence and beat the Eagles 20-0 in a game that we really saw as we watched that film, Chuck. The Panthers, more of a team that we normally see in 3A, kind of like Providence. They run the ball, try to run the ball first. They're going to not pass it much, even though we watch them warm up that way.
Mm-hmm.
But stand by as we're listening to the
13 musicians and flags represent each of the lost soldiers. The 4 large American flags represent the memory.
Trevor, let's go ahead and go to the coach's interview at this time while they do this presentation.
Hey everyone, it's Tristin Robinson here, and I am back with Coach Green to talk about last week's game against Slocomb and this week's game against Wicksburg. Coach Green, how are you today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. All right, so let's get right into the questions. What improvements need to be made as the season progresses?
We got to do a better job of fundamentals. It's cliche, but we don't block very well at times, and we don't do a good job tackling still. We had made some improvements, but I think last week we kind of took a couple of steps backwards. But football, no matter what schemes you're doing, is always going to be blocking and tackling and getting off your block, making tackles, and sustaining your block on offense. And if we improve that, we'll be a much better football team.
What is one major adjustment that needs to be made to be successful for the rest of the season?
Again, we just got to keep our attitude right, keep going forward, take it one game at a time, forget last week's game, move on to the next opponent every week, try to be 1-0 every week. And again, we just got to play better fundamental football.
Were there any players that stood out to you during the Slocomb game?
Well, some of our defensive line played well. Kevin Dorsey stepped up some. Ira Tharp stepped up some along that defensive front. Caleb Andrews does a good job offensively, defensively each week. Colin Blackwell had some good tough catches. I remember a post route that kind of caught over the middle, kind of stood out. So I think though we got to continue to get better at those things and have a lot more names to mention every week.
How should the team be preparing to play Wicksburg?
Oh, gotta be our A game. They're a good football team. They're probably the best team we've played so far. Maybe the best team we play all year. They do a really good job of offensive. They can run and throw the football. Defensively, they're very solid. Their kicking game's really good. Just gotta be on our toes this week.
Does the team need to make any adjustments to their strategy when playing Wicksburg compared to the other teams that they've played?
Yeah, each week's a little different. They're going to be schematic a little different. They don't play as packed in. We're going to be a little more spread out this week. So we got to adjust there. And offensively, we just got to stay on the field, sustain drives, and execute our offense better.
What do you think will be important to keep in mind when playing Wicksburg this week?
Just try to win one play at a time. If you win that play, forget about it, move on to the next play. If you lose the play, forget about it, move on to the next play. We tend to get down on ourselves some when things go bad. One thing sports teaches you is to overcome adversity, and we just got to keep working on that lesson.
Finally, do you have anything that you would like to share with our Knights fans?
Yeah, these kids are working hard week to week. Football's a marathon. I think better days are coming, and just stay behind these kids because I know they're trying their best, and we're going to get better as the season goes on.
Well, Coach Green, thank you so much for talking with me again this week, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in. As always, go Knights.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Northside Knights football is on the air.
Hey, this is Coach Toby Green, and it's time for kickoff. Go Knights, go.
We're back in Wicksburg, getting set for the kickoff. Great tribute, Chuck, for the American. It was just a great American tribute right there.
It was, man. That's the beauty of community. I know you see that in the larger schools, but to be involved in the classification that we are at Northside and to be visiting and guest here at Wicksburg, the community leaders, school leaders are really to be given great credit for that remembrance. I won't even call it production. A great job of remembering and, quite frankly, honoring the Lord in what they said and did.
Absolutely. Before we get your keys of the game, Chuck, we're going to go to the field and hear from Tristin, who is got her first on-the-field report. Tristin?
Hey guys, I'm on the field and it is so much cooler than the past few weeks. I love the weather. The field's great. The grass is short. I think it's going to be really easy to play on this field, and I think I'm just excited to see everyone play and see what everyone can do.
All right. Thanks, Tristin. Chuck, you got keys of the game.
I do for the Northside Knights. It really doesn't change much, Matt, on offense. Maybe with the challenge that we have of establishing an inside run game, we need to establish that short passing game. Hit those quick outs, hit the short turnarounds, and establish something short, and to hopefully open up the middle of the field, hit a long one down the end. We've seen that happen on occasion in these first few games that we've had. That's the key offensive. Defensively, well, our work's cut out for us. That's an understatement. The size that the Panthers bring on their line is going to present a challenge for the Knights. So we must be really disciplined in filling the gaps on defense, fill those gaps on run. Linebackers must be active tonight because the line's going to be held up right there quick. But the linebackers active, defensive backs charging quick, and let's see if we can't make a ball game of it.
All right, and Wicksburg won the toss, and they're going to start this ball game. They are in their home uniforms tonight, black jerseys, black pants, black helmets with the yellow trim in the numbers and down the side. And the Knights are in their road uniforms, green helmets, white jerseys, green pants, which I like that better than the white on white, honestly.
I do too. It's a good look, Matt.
It is a good look, sharp look. Interesting field here. You know, we're really, really close to the Knights football team here on the sideline, and I feel like we're kind of like right on the field, don't you?
It is. We had a good view, and just for our listeners who may be tuning in, that was good to see the group of referees gather in a circle, pause, and it looks like they had a word of thanks and a time of prayer. So it's off to a great start. It makes you feel good when you see over the peanut field and the setting sun, and this is really a cultural thing that I'm proud of being the South.
All right, here we go. Ball's teed up at the 40, and here we go, right on time. Here's the kick, good high kick. It's going to be short, though. It's going to bounce at the 25. It's picked up finally at the 20. Makes the move. He's got some room to the 30. He's to the 40. He's got one man to beat. He could be gone to the 30. He's to the 20. He's going to be gone. Touchdown, Wicksburg.
No flags on the play, Matt. And hey, it's not that I told you so, but the discipline there, the lanes broke down. We all went toward the middle. That sideline was wide open. Not many people had to be blocked by the Panthers on that play.
So just like that, 6-0 Panthers.
An inauspicious start for the Knights. And again, it sounds like a broken record, but a great opportunity here to show character, to bounce back. Don't throw in the towel now. The game's just started.
That's right.
And just hang in there.
So the lineup for the extra point, which they went for 2 last week after every touchdown last week. So I guess they've decided they're going to try to kick the extra point. They're still trying to get their personnel on the field.
They're a little rusty on the point after attempt kicking the ball. So, and it looks like Northside we took a really unique exit there. We had 12 men, and one went out the back of the end zone.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:42 to go, first quarter, it is 7-0 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Ozark's oldest restaurant, El Palacio. Famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio.
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
This is Northside Knights football.
Back at Wicksburg here, and Panthers up 7-0 already on the, I guess that was about a 79-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
It was. He got it right at the 20. I mean, it's a great kick, Matt. He hit it in the hole right where you wanted it, and he bobbled it for a moment, and it was enough to really – listen, our guys just overran the play.
That's a short kick. Sidewinder picked up at the 40-yard line, pushes forward, gets maybe to the 45. Good field position for the Knights to start their first drive of the night.
That's a better start on fielding the ball that we saw last week in Slocomb, Matt. Our guys had a hard time in handling what the Red Tops were throwing at us on the onside kicks. No doubtly, they worked that during practice. He fielded it really cleanly and didn't lose any yardage.
So the Knights come out, spread offense, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carter Stevens in the gun with Jaden Watkins standing next to him. There's a snap. Give it to Watkins coming around the near side looking for a corner. He's got the 45, puts his head down, pushes forward, and he's still pushing forward across the 50-yard line to the 49. A good gain on first down.
Great start, Matt. I mean, really nothing fancy there for the Knights. They just ran the cross pitch, a good pulling block there by the left guard, the sealed on the corner by the tight end. The guy hit the hole, and not a bad start for the Knights.
So second down and about 3. Ball in Panther territory at the 49-yard line.
Tell you what, Jaden Watkins did a good time. That he didn't try to sidestep it, hit the hole hard.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. And he's going to keep it himself. Throws quickly. Has his man incomplete.
Had something working there, Matt. It was good design play. Just barely missed it going out the side.
So bring up third down and 3. See if the Knights can get the sticks moving.
Yeah, that'd be a big play, Matt, to convert this first down after that kickoff return, and it's doable. What we have, is it third down, Matt, or
it's third down? He's finally now getting it flipped here, standing right in front of us. I could throw a peanut at him. He's so close. And the give is to Watkins again, coming around the near side looking for a hole. He's got the first down and stumbles across the 35. 45 up to the 42-yard line.
A little wrinkle there, a little bit. It looked like the same play that we ran on first down, but that time the tight end pinched outside and made the block, so sprung the guy.
They spotted at the 42-yard line of Wicksburg. 7-0 Panthers. Knights moving the ball in the first possession of the night for them. Shotgun formation for Carter Stevens. Here's the snap. Back to pass. He's looking. Throws quickly. He's got Jaden Watkins to the 40. He's got the 35. He's to the 30. First down to the 25-yard line.
Great looking play. Looks like Jaden Watkins could be the go-to guy here in the first few plays. Again, moving the chains for the Knights. Great protection up front that time for the boys in green. Well-designed play.
They've liked this short side of the field here tonight, guys.
They really have, and they're working something on the left side of the Panthers line, sealing off, getting good protection.
Still got one-on-one coverage, far side, way out there. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the give is to Watkins up the middle, puts his head down, gets licked. He's still pushing forward, and might get to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, much more than I thought after that first hit, Matt, but Jaden showed a little bit of grit there, didn't go down. Panthers, I guess, responded well that time to what they wanted to go on that misdirection. They weren't fooled, stayed in their gaps. Second and long here for the Knights. Really some really good momentum. Good to see their response here offensively.
Second down, we'll call it 8. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 left again. Here's a snap, and give us to Watkins coming around the near side, stops, pushes forward. And they bring him down for a loss, maybe a loss of 2.
Yeah, third time we've run that play, and Panthers had it sniffed out. We didn't seal the end as well as we did the first 2 times. Certainly on that second run that we had, they overloaded that weak side. I believe they really sensed something was coming that time. Third and long for the Knights.
They need 10 yards for the first down. So they're going to do trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. Here's a snap, and it's going to be keeper himself is Stevens up the middle, and he gets maybe a couple of yards, and that's it.
really, it looked like they was going to do that fake pitch, but the halfback, and I forgive me, Matt, I didn't see who that was spread out way to the left, and no one was biting on that fake. So really, Carter was a straight quarterback keeper.
So 4th down, and we'll call it a long 7. One wide receiver to each side this time. Now we're going to stop and change the play. He's getting the change call from Coach Green. Here's a snap, back to pass. He's looking, he's under pressure, makes a move, and he's going to be dropped back at the 30-yard line, and it'll go over on downs.
Really had nothing open. He was forced to eat it. Great coverage that time by the Panthers. He may have had a receiver down deep, but really didn't have a chance to even see Colin Blackbull down in the end zone.
So the ball is going to be at the 30-yard line of Wicksburg, and they lead 7-0 here with 7:55 to go first quarter. Saw some good things there on that drive for Northside, but it just kind of stalled there.
Yeah, it had something working there, and give the Panthers credit. A great adjustment on that sweep that we've been running.
Here's the pistol formation for the Panthers. Snap, give up the middle, and he gets across the line, but gets hit maybe at the 33-yard line. They make even the 34. Never really go down, but
great play there by Jonathan Steinfeld. We saw him really come alive in that first game, Matt. Didn't do much in the first quarter and a half, maybe 2 quarters. Looks like we have a player down for the Knights.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be a cramp, Chuck. You want to lead us in prayer for him?
Father, we thank you, God, that we can participate in this game, but I pray, Lord, for that young man as they look at his lower leg. We pray for your hand of healing to be upon him, and, Father, that you would lessen the severity of it, and we pray that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. They continue to work on him down there.
I want to say they began to look at the right ankle, Matt.
We'll take a break while they work on him and see if we can, hopefully he'll come up and walk off the field here. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
Welcome back to Wicksburg, and number 58 for Northside. I don't have his number on the roster, being helped off the field. So 2nd down and about 6 for the Panthers. Pistol formation, man in motion. Here's the give up the middle again to Murray, and he gets hit, dropped. Doesn't quite get the first down, I don't think. It'll be 3rd and short.
Tell you what, that's a big young man, Matt, running hard in between the tackles. 5'11", 175. It looks like he's running larger and faster than that.
Yeah, he looks maybe not quite as big as Nobles from last week, but
yeah. That's
he's
exactly what I thought about. He's that type of runner.
Yeah.
Not as big, but gosh, he looks bigger than what they have him listed.
Pistol formation for the Panthers, man in motion. And it's going to be a pitch to the man in motion, number 9 to the outside. He's got some room. He's got the first down, and he puts his head down across the 50 and dropped down near the 46-yard line on Northside.
That was Eli Williams, a 6', 175-pound junior. Now, Matt, is that the young man that ran it back for the kickoff?
Could be.
I think it's the same guy.
Yeah, Eli Williams.
Yeah, Wicksburg definitely got something going here on the ground, running inside, then go that outside. It's just classic. You lull the defensive sleep trying to pinch the tackles, and then you pop something outside.
Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the near side, man in motion to the near side. Here's the pitch to him again, number 5, I'm sorry. He gets the 40, and he gets hit, dropped past the 35-yard line. He'll have another first down.
Charles Snyder, 5'10", 185, sophomore for the Panthers in. Matt, you can see it. They're running side to side, wearing really a thin team down.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get a steady dose of that the entire evening.
7-0. Panthers lead. 6:16 to go in the first quarter.
There we go, Knight!
Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. And to give up the middle to Murray. He's going around the outside looking for a hole. And he gets hit and dropped past the 30-yard line down to the 28.
Not bad reaction there by the Knights' left side. Still want to see the linebackers be a little bit more active there. I know Steinfeld is coming up a little gimpy. It looks like he may be – no, it looks like a timeout here, Matt.
Yeah, we got the 6-minute water break. And go to the field. Tristin, what you got going on down there?
I am going to be interviewing Gage Rhodes, one of our injured players.
Once she finds him.
Gage Rhodes plays football, baseball, and also wrestled last year for Northside. Gage, what is your favorite thing about football season?
I like to hit people.
Okay, good answer. But since you also play baseball, what is your favorite thing about baseball season?
Probably the bus rides to and from games.
I love the team atmosphere. I love how you love to be with your teammates. And thank you so much for talking with me.
Thanks, Tristin. So halfway through the first quarter here, 7-0 Panthers. They've got the ball.
I have to be honest on that, Matt. That's, I think, the first time I've heard a great athlete say he likes the bus rides to and from the games. That's
yeah,
just high.
That is different. That is different.
For his time on the diamond.
All right, pistol formation for the Panthers. Wide receivers, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left this time. Now we got a man in motion, Murray. He's back to pass, looking, throws deep down the far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete, overthrown. And that'll bring up second down.
It was he put that ball on a line. He did overthrow the guy, but tell you what, that young man showed he had an arm there, had great protection, but good coverage by the Knights on that left side. Really no place to catch the ball.
Sorry, it's third down. Third down and about 6. See if the Knights can get a stop here.
I tell you what, Matt, that's exactly what I was thinking. If they can really stuff that middle, I feel like that's what they're going to do. And really running toward Murray. Let's see if we can respond with a stop.
Pistol formation, Murray, the tailback. Here's the snap, high snap, gives to Murray up the middle, and he slips the tackle, gets across the 25. It's going to be, I think, just short.
Showing fourth down, so they're going to be see. I feel like they'll go for it.
I think they will too. Ball is at the Knights' 24-yard line. Be a big stop here if the Knights get us. Looks like it's about 4th and, what did it say, Chuck, about 1.5?
Yeah, 4th and 1 is what I would call it, Matt, unless you were saying about 1.5 feet. A long one, maybe.
It's hard with that angle.
It is.
Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. Actually, that's not a pistol formation. That's a true shotgun. And the give is to Murray up the middle, and he's going to just have that first down, I think.
Not a bad defensive play by the Knights. They pinched the middle, really came charging hard. The linebackers are starting to see, at least I am, a little bit more action as they try to fill the gap and knowing they're going to receive a lick, but they can also have an opportunity to give one. But nonetheless, first down for the Panthers as they have a new set of downs.
Ball's resting at just short of the 20-yard line.
You'd love to see a turnover or some type of big event here for the Knights.
Here's the snap. Quick throw to the outside. Has his man wide receiver. He falls down. And
That'll
he's
work.
going to probably lose like 2 yards on that.
Yep. Not to prophesy anything, but that'll definitely work. So it's a good opportunity here for the Knights to get them on the wrong side of the chains.
So, yeah, it brings up second down to about 12.
Just keep an eye on and I hate we don't have his name, but it looks like he may be done for the night, the young man that was injured earlier.
Yeah, maybe Tristin can maybe find out who that is, number 58, for us. Here's the snap, back to pass. He's looking down the field, throws, his screen pass, has it. It's Murray. He slips a tackle, goes up the sideline. He makes a move, and he's going to be in for a touchdown.
Golly, Matt, we had it defended well. It just missed that first line of tackle. They didn't fool us on that with the screen. Northside had it, just didn't make the tackle.
Yep.
But you give the Murray kid credit. He ran hard, made the move that he needed to make, good athletic move. But if you're looking for things to be optimistic about, we read the play well, just didn't execute.
On for the extra point attempt here. So the quarterback is the kicker, too. And he's low kick, and it's going to be basically, I guess it was blocked. Anyway, it's no good. 3:36 to go, first quarter, 13-0 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
3:36 to go, first quarter, and it's 13-0 Wicksburg. Jordan Sanford is the number 58 that came off the field, injured freshman. Here's the kick, high kick. It's going to be taken back at the 20-yard line. It's up to 25, 30, and he's pushing forward across the 35 up to about the 38-yard line.
Strong return for the Knights. Who is that, Matt? That's
Watkins.
Yep. He's getting a lot of action tonight.
Let's see if the Knights can put something together here. Had a pretty decent drive going last time on their first drive of the night, but stalled at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they had that a little sweep going between the tackles, or he turned it out wide according to which way the tight end blocked. It's kind of I would say a read sweep if there's any such thing. But if that tight end pinches in or pushes out, then Jaden can make the read from there.
Here's the snap, and it's going to keep her himself is Carter Stevens, and he gets brought down. He maybe got to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if that. It really looked like a busted play. He was looking to hand off and didn't read the fake. Not our best looking play of the night.
It's a pretty nice night tonight. Don't feel the humidity like we had last week. That was rough.
It was. That was brutal at times in Slocomb.
Second down and 10. Stevens has quick pass out to number 2 here, and he's going to be brought down, and I think he lost a couple of yards on that.
Yeah, I think so, Matt. Really failed to get that block and push off on that defensive back. Good pursuit by the Panthers. They defended that well, Matt, and that's exactly what they were practicing on when we saw their defense before game.
That's right.
That play right there is what they knew maybe the Knights were going to play by looking at film. And, man, they coached up well there. You could see it coming.
Third down at about 13. See if they've got see what they got in their bag of tricks here. Here's the snap. Back to pass to Stevens. Looking, has time. Now he's going to be under pressure. He's going to try to run it, and he's going to be brought down back at the 35-yard line. May have got a couple of yards.
He did have good protection for a moment, but that was a secondary sack. It was there. The offensive line did give him really enough time to make a pass, but he didn't have one to throw it to.
So fourth down, and that'll bring on the punt team. Wicksburg is going to bring 2 guys back, as opposed to like what we saw last week. And he was very good at directing that punt away from the running back.
He really was. He got some room toward the left side. Of course, be a long kick for him. Let's just get good hang time and get down there and make the play.
Good snap. And a good high kick. It's short, though, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Wicksburg side there, about the 42-yard line of Northside. So not a very good kick there.
No, I mean, he shanked it. He said it had plenty of hang time, but it just went off the side of his foot. He just missed it. I did notice the Panthers that time, Matt, defensively, they widened their gaps and really were giving Northside the inside if they wanted to take it. And so they were playing basically what looked like to me with 2 defensive ends, and the linebackers spread out, giving the Northside that middle of the field if they wanted it. But really took away what the Knights were doing the first few possessions.
Ball's at the 45-yard line of Northside. Let's start this drive. Panthers up 13-0, first quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. And give us to Murray, going up the middle. Puts his head down. Gets across the 40. And gets up near the first down marker at the 36-yard line.
It is uncanny how he reminds us of that young man Nobles last week from Slocomb. He hits the hole hard and keeps on going hard. The Knights really trying to defend it. We've got one young man coming off the field for the Knights favoring his left hand. Who is that?
Number 55.
Looks like David Peters, a 6'2", 220
Back to pass. Looking down the field, throws deep, has his man, and it's going to be incomplete off his fingertips.
So had it working. That's a play they ran earlier. We had double coverage, but he had beaten one of our guys, and fortunate for the Knights, that ball was dropped.
Talk about Murray for the Panthers. He had 151 yards rushing last week against Providence.
I can see why.
I can too.
Tell you what, we've seen some very talented running backs our first few weeks covering.
Yeah, really
the
have.
Knights.
3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. And snap is the give up the middle. And he's got some room, number 9, across the 30. First down up to the 25-yard line.
Again, they're using Murray there as a decoy and ran it to Eli Williams there, a junior for the Panthers, and they easily converted the first down.
First down for Wicksburg.
Late substitute for the Knights as they try to come up with something to stop that inside run.
Snap, give up the middle. Murray still pushing, still fighting, but gets brought down near the 15-yard line.
Boy, he hit the circle button twice that time, Matt. He hit, and he thought, well, we got some contact. And next thing I know, he was 5-6 yards down the field.
Looks like ball's going to be at the check. It's at the 16-yard line.
That's what I would call it, Matt. You can look past the first undulation in the field, and good-looking grass. It just has some contours in it.
It does, and some sand traps.
Well put.
High snap, give us to Murray up the middle, and he gets hit, still pushing forward, and gets near the 10-yard line.
And we've mentioned before, as the Knights try to go to this first quarter, is to win one play at a time.
Into the first quarter, 13-0 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Hey, this is Coach Toby Green, and you're listening to Northside Knights football. Go Knights, go!
Start of the second quarter, 13-0 Wicksburg over Northside, and they are knocking on the door again. Second down and 5. Ball's at the 10-yard line, Northside.
Second down and 4 for the Panthers.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to each side, and it's give up the middle.
Great.
Around, and he slips out of that tackle, and he's going to go into the end zone. I thought they had him.
They did. They did have him, Matt. They just couldn't. Caleb Andrews came through, made contact, had the young man in his arms, but really, honestly, he didn't have any help to try to make play. Not a lot of hats to fall into the ball.
We'll come on for the extra point attempt, or maybe they're going to go for 2 this time since they missed it last time.
Wouldn't be surprised at that. And you see the 2 of the times they've scored. It's been there. It's been defended, but the execution or the number of men to the ball has been lacking for the Knights. But you got to be encouraged. We're not getting fooled on plays.
They are going for 2 here. Here's the snap, and the give is to number 9 up the middle, and he goes into the end zone. And that'll be good. 21-0 Wicksburg with 11:51 to go in the first half. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
This is Northside Knights football.
Back at Wicksburg here, 21-0 Panthers. Ready for the kickoff here. Here is the kick. Low kick. Going to bounce, be picked up at the 20. Coming to the 25-30. It's Watkins. He slips the tackle to the 40, and he almost broke it across the 45 down to the 47-yard line.
Well, you could almost see him feeling that one, Matt. He felt like he had something working. He might have seen something. He was running like he said, if I can just get to that hole, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Got close that time.
Yep, and great return. Great return, good blocking by the Knights on special teams. And again, I know we keep saying this week after week. Let's win this play and win this possession and see if we can't put some points on the board.
So first down for Northside. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass at Stevens. Looking, throws across the middle, has his man caught at the 35-yard line. First down, Knights.
Well done, well done. It was right on spot. Great timing there. Carter threw the ball like he had something on it and did a good job. Colin Blackwell with a good reception for the Knights.
They come to the line quickly. Trips to the right. 1 wide receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass to Stevens. Looks, throws deep down the sideline, looking for his man, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. Flag's down back where the quarterback was.
That's I'm afraid going to be a holding for the Knights.
Well, it's either going to be holding or roughing the passer.
Well, yeah, I didn't even see that. I was following the ball, Matt. You might be right.
They're still talking about it here.
He's pointed toward the other way. Yep.
Still pointing. It's holding on Northside. So that'll back him up.
I guess when they went to that side talking to the Wicksburg line, he was wanting to know if he wanted to take the penalty there. Or
that's the longest holding call. Walk off. Man.
I guess it was from the spot of the foul.
So that foul was that far back. Oh, okay then. So first down and a mile. The ball's at the Knights' 47-yard line. High snap, give us to Watkins, coming around the near side, trying to get the corner, puts his head down, gets across the 50 to the 49-yard line of Wicksburg.
That's good positive. That's almost a 5-yard gain for Watkins. He's running well tonight, Matt. He's doing a good job getting in his holes and really hitting it fast.
Seems to be a little more comfortable in the offense and what he's doing.
He does. That's a good way to put it. He does seem to have a level of confidence there that he maybe had lacked the first 2 weeks.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. And it's going to be a pitch to Watkins coming around the near side. He puts his head down, tries to push forward, dives with the ball, and is going to get it up to the 46-yard line.
That was a good play on both sides of the ball there, Matt. It was open field tackle, but Watkins managed to get a yard or two after contact. Again, great confidence and running a bit harder than we've seen him run.
So you got 2 downs to get this first down here.
Yeah, it's interesting what Coach Green will dial up here. You certainly you don't expect him to try to get it all on this one play, and let's try to get half of it, then convert it.
Shotgun formation. Stevens back to pass, looking, little screen pass. It's going to be incomplete. Had something going there.
He
had
did,
a wall.
Wow, he had it. That was a good-looking play. Just led him a bit much.
It's going to be a screen pass to Watkins. and he had a wall.
He did. That was a good-looking play. That could have gone for more than the first down.
Might have gone the distance. The way it was setting up. Now they'll bring on the punt team. Trying to pin them back a little bit.
Well, if you look at the positives there, we won 4 or 5 snaps on that one possession, and you just build on that each time.
Good high kick in the middle of the field this time. It's going to take a Northside roll. It's going to be picked up, and he's going to try to run it with it, and he puts his head down across the 30 up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it worked out for him. The coaches may question his judgment, but the kid showed some moxie and getting that ball, because everybody was just kind of laying around waiting for it to happen. See who that was for the Panthers. That was Dalton Taggart, a 5'10 senior.
The ball hit and kicked some sand up in the air.
It did. And it came out of that sand trap. Another late substitute for the Knights, able to get it accomplished.
Shotgun formation for Wicksburg on first down. Snap, give is a jet sweep coming around the near side. And he cuts it up the middle, and he's going to be gone. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Wicksburg.
He hit that secondary hole, Matt, and it was just he had a full head of steam. And Charles Snyder, 5'10", 185 sophomore for the Panthers, made one cut, and it was a sprint from there.
66 yards, and nobody touched him. So another touchdown for Wicksburg makes it 27-0 with the extra point to come.
And again, at this point, Matt, I know the defense is fatigued and running from side to side. Then you get a play like that, but come back out, see we can't win some more possessions on offense, and get something going to start building.
Here's the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick
is into
good.
The peanut field.
10:03 to go first half, 28-0 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM. This is Northside Knights football.
28-0 Wicksburg here early in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a low kick. Going to be picked up. Great catch.
Well done.
Great catch over there as that ball was trying to go behind him. Number 51.
And that was a great play by, that's got the Wicksburg side. I'm trying to see, 51 is not listed on our roster, man.
Another one is not listed. Maybe a JV player. That was a great catch.
It was. I mean, he was sliding away from the ball. Dansby Swanson would have been proud of that stop.
Absolutely. You notice that they didn't want to kick it to Jaden Watkins again.
No, they did not.
All right, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. And it's going to be a pitch to Jaden Watkins again. He gets across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good run on first down, about 6-7 yards.
Excellent run. Late substitution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they had 11 there. I just saw a lot of black shirts, but it was late stuff by the Panthers. Another good, strong run by Jaden Watkins. Having a good game. You wouldn't think it with a score of 28-0, but he is having a good game.
Second down, 4. Here's the snap. Rolling out to the outside as Stevens throws, has his man caught. It's Blackwell, he's the 45. Puts his head down, still going. Gets to the 40, first down on Northside.
That'll be a first down for the Knights. That's a good sequence of plays. A off-tackle run, pop it to the inside, and then a sprint outside on that short pass. Now if we can get to a rhythm, you begin to like what you see here for the Knights.
Ball's at the 40-yard line of Wicksburg.
And this is where we struggled all year, Matt, to string 5-6 plays in a row like this and really get some rhythm going offensively.
Snap. Carter Stevens keeping it, going around the outside. He's got the 45-40. to the 35.
Great first down play for the Knights.
Yeah, another good run.
And, you know, what's hurt us here is just simple mistakes, a bad snap or a bobbled snap or maybe a misread from the pulling guard.
Or holding.
Or holding. Or, you know, some kind of penalty, a legal procedure, a myriad of things. But stay in this game mentally and start just making decisions. And Coach Green mentioned that in the pregame, just playing disciplined, make good decisions.
Give us to Watkins, and they're ready for him. They hit him immediately, and he's going to lose yards.
That was a run blitz. The Panthers did that time, had no one to pick it up because we were pulling. I don't know how you could defend that other than Carter Stevens see it than just, you know, try to make something on his own.
Still third down and manageable, about 6.
It is.
So see if we can get the first down here. Keep things moving.
Might be forced to call a timeout here, Matt. We got somebody bleeding. So they're going to bring him off the field. It's amazing how time changes that. That's our Tharp for the Knights. Forced to come off and get some bandage on that. But I know when, of course, this was back in the early 80s, you know, you didn't get a timeout or an injury on that. You just stayed in there and played. And
that's all right.
Wiped it on your pants leg and went on.
That's right. So we're ready now. Good to see the play clock working here tonight.
It is.
It's always hit or miss, you know.
You would think that wouldn't be a hard fix.
So third down and 5. Snap is looking down the Stevens. Now he's going to run with it. He's to the 35. He gets hit and dropped near the line of scrimmage. He'll be short.
That was a pretty good lick thrown there by Dalton Taggart for the Panthers, 5'10", 165 senior. But give Carter credit. He just lowered his shoulder, took his medicine, and maybe made a half yard after contact. Good solid football play. 4th and short for the Knights. Well, I say short, maybe about, 3 to 4 yards, Matt?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So they'll go for it here, see if they can convert here on 4th down. One wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Stevens, keeper, up the middle, coming around the near side now, trying to get that first down, puts his head down, still pushing. I don't think he got it.
Hey, he gave it his all, though, Matt. He really gave it his all right there. He did come up a bit short.
So the Panthers will take over on downs right there.
I tell you what, not a football coach, but I wouldn't mind seeing them running that outside screen like they had running earlier. Set up well.
Yeah, they had that set up really well. 6:50 to go in the first half. It's 28-0 Wicksburg.
Love to see the Knights here bow up and stop the Panthers for one possession and see what we can't do.
And it looks like that timeout on the field. Looks like Northside's going to take a timeout. We'll take one also. 6:50 to go in the first half, 28-0 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
Back here in Wicksburg, 6:50 to go, first half, 28-0. The Panthers lead, and they have the ball, pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Well, the Knights have pushed Steinfeld out to the outside instead of the inside position he was playing earlier. Try to contain that jet sweep possibly here, Matt.
Here's a snap. It's a pitch to Murray going around the outside. He's trying to get the corner, and still going. Hurdles a guy, goes out of bounds.
Fumble.
And the fumble's, is it out of bounds?
I don't think so,
no,
Matt.
Nice ball. Man, that was crazy.
Wow, he went to play a Najee Harris, hurdled the player, and he kicked the ball out of his arm with his knee. I'm not sure he is hit. I just saw him hurdle and the ball go airborne.
So the Knights will take over at their own 44-yard line. Let's see if that'll give them a little bit of spark.
You know, again, Matt, we had the play defended, but athleticism, he was just breaking a tackle or two. But it's good to see the Knights, they're responding. It shows me they're coached. They're not missing assignments per se, just not executing the play. Jaden Watkins split out wide here for a different look for the Knights.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Here's a snap. They give up the middle. He's got some room. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. He's got the first down. Flag's down, though, in the backfield. I'm guessing this will come back.
That's more than likely an inside hold when they were pinching off that guard.
Running back that time was Braylon Clemens.
That's gonna, if it is a hold, Matt, that from where they saw the spot of foul is, that's going to be a 1st and 20 because it's right at the line of scrimmage.
That's what it is. They'll come back.
Well, that's a flop of 25 yards.
Yeah, that's tough when you get the best play of the night that you've had on offense. And
yeah, you get it past us. It's a 15-yard gain, a 10-yard penalty. So that's a net loss of 25 yards there for the Knights.
So the ball goes all the way back to the 36-yard line. Need to get to the Wicksburg 46 for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Back to pass to Stevens. Looking, throws, has his man caught. Blackwell at the 40. Dropped there. Gain of about 6.
Good looking play. You just get it a little bit how the best way to eat an elephant, as we always say, this one bite at a time. And they won that possession. Let's win this next one. It's interesting to see Jada Watkins split out here to the wide side and see what we can do with that playmaker.
Yeah, definitely a different look. And they're going to call the water break, I think is what they're going to do. Tristin, what you got going on down there? Hadn't heard from you in a little while.
I'm going to be here with Kane Helder, a junior, and this is his first year at Northside. So, Kane, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, well, Kane, what has been your favorite thing about Northside?
I think all the people, everyone's been really nice. Very welcoming environment. All the classes are good. Football's been good. It's going pretty good so far.
Okay, well, that is great to hear. And since you're playing football, I know you're injured tonight, but how have you enjoyed football season so far since it's your first year playing?
It's been good. The first couple games were kind of slow. Third game, got some playing time at wide receiver. It's going pretty good so far.
Well, that is great to hear. Thank you so much for talking with me, and I pray that you heal up soon.
Thanks, Tristin. Yeah, good to hear from some of our football guys hanging out on the sideline. Maybe they'll heal up. Bye week next week. Maybe time homecoming comes in 2 weeks, we'll be ready.
I got an opportunity to watch Kane play last year for the Wiregrass Kings basketball team. Great athlete, can really play basketball. It's probably his best sport. So I'm curious to see what he does for the Knights on the hardwood.
Second down 14. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side this time. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Quickly throws. Has it, man. Watkins at the 50. He slips a tackle. He's off to the races. He's got the first down and more. He could be gone, and he is. Touchdown, Northside.
No flags. There was that play that we talked about, Matt, him winding up in that slot position. Well designed, and they scoped it out. That's exactly what we want to do. Win a possession, score.
That was really a well-executed play by the Knights. So.
And comments from the stands, it's in, we could do that play again.
Yeah, we'll do that. I bet we do. I bet we do. Extra point attempt here.
It was a good-looking play, though. And listen, he showed the speed.
He did.
Outran some good athletes from the Panthers who had the angle on him. Matt, it was a great-looking play.
Here's the extra point attempt. And kick is low.
Did it make it through?
And it did not. So 5:46 to go, first half. It's 28-6. Wicksburg, you listen to Northside Knights football.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com 334-794-6969.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
This is Northside's varsity cheerleading squad,
And you're listening to the Northside Knights media team.
Go Knights!
Back at Wicksburg, 5:46 to go, first half. 28-6 is our score. And we're getting the ball teed up and ready to kick it away here. I think we're still trying to get enough personnel on the field for the Knights.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep.
Maybe we do now.
There we go, Knights!
Yep.
Good to get on the board. Unable to do so last week, but glad to see the Knights get some points on the board this game. Here's the kick. Good kick. Deep kick. It's going to bounce. Picked up at the 10-yard line. Coming to the 20. He gets hit, and he's going to be dropped down at the 25. Good coverage that time.
Much better coverage, Matt. Stayed in their lane, stayed disciplined. Really, really good job that time for the Knights special teams. Great kick and just as good coverage there.
We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight that's not able to make the trip. Good crowd here, so there's not that many, but glad that you could tune in, and make sure you share it with your friends and family, social media if you can. The link to the broadcast.
Only going up from here, Matt. I know we've got to have grandparents, uncles, aunts, out of town folks that want to hear how their family members doing.
Absolutely.
So share the information.
They come out in 5 wide receiver set here for Wicksburg.
That's a new look for
them.
them.
Back to pass is looking, coming down, throws over the middle, incomplete. Now bring up 2nd and 10.
That was an interesting looking play. It was almost, you flood the deep secondary and try to get that man underneath. It just took a long time to develop for the Panthers that time. Well defended by the Knights.
I'm not sure if Jackson Glover is a baseball pitcher, but he looked like he was throwing a fastball on that one.
He looked like he was taking a wind up.
Did. Came out of there, so 2nd down and 10.
That could be why they run a lot. That play took a long time to develop. They've had a sweep that developed quicker than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Back to their traditional pistol formation. Man in motion to the near side. Here's the give up the middle to Murray. And he's looking for a hole, and they bring him down. He gets across the 30, and he's going to be short of the first down by about 5 yards, I think.
Yeah, pretty well defended. A pretty good fake working that time for the Panthers. Really froze our outside personnel. If our inside backers can start crashing down on that dive that they run, they really have an opportunity to learn some things and make a difference.
Got some people listening to us right in front of us.
Shout out to the young man on the 4th row.
Yeah,
listening to the ball game.
Listening to the ball game here on YouTube Live.
Good looking striped shirt.
3rd down and 5. And pass the outside. He's got his man trying to get around the corner, and he gets brought down. And he's going to be way short of the first down.
Great play by the Knights that time, stringing that play out, having more than one man go to the ball. Tell you what, that's 3 great plays in a row by the Knights defending the Panthers.
They lost 3 yards on that. It's 4th and 8. So it looks like they're bringing on a punt team. That's a huge win for the Knights to get force Wicksburg to punt here.
Absolutely. Keep an eye on Luke Moore. Came off favoring that left arm a bit. Made a play on that last one.
Nobody is back deep for the Knights. But now with Jaden Watkins goes back. Here's a high snap. High kick. And stay away from that as it takes a bounce. And they pick it up. Knights do. Picked it up, and he's going to be down at the 40-yard line. I guess he saved some.
He might have saved a few yards, but He looked like Willie Mays trying to field that ball. He was running the direction of the ball.
That's right. He came up behind it.
He may be, the coach is going to share some information with him, I believe.
Yeah. All right, so the Knights, 28-6, they trail. 3:55 to go first half. And see if the Knights can cut this lead in half, potentially.
Well, that'd be a huge win, wouldn't it, Matt? Just to make another drive before halftime here. 4 minutes left almost in the half.
4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Shotgun formation for Carter Stevens. Here's the snap. And the give. Coming around the near side. He puts his head down. Oh, he got hit.
Hey, the young man made a great cut right there, though.
He did.
Had nothing working on far outside. Stuck that foot in the turf and cut against it. What could have been a 2 or 3 yard loss, he gained 2 yards.
Clements on the carry that time up to the 42-yard line.
Interesting, the Knights here, Matt, have changed personnel a bit. Clements, like you said, run the ball, and they're having Jaden Watkins in the slot.
2 wide receivers to each side again. Here's the snap. And the keeper is Stevens. He slips a tackle, puts his head down, and gets maybe another yard. And that's it. 3rd down and about 7.
Not much you can get off of that when you just, I don't want to call it a busted play, but it really wasn't designed to go where it went. Big opportunity for a 3rd down conversion here, Matt.
See if they can. Wicksburg is really tight in the box. Let's see if they can go back. He's back to pass. He's looking, throws deep down the near sideline, looking for his man. Is Watkins. He couldn't find the ball. He had him open, sort of. He turned around, but it's a little underthrown.
He did, underthrew. Then Jaden just had a hard time adjusting to the underthrown ball.
So 4th down.
But had the guy beat by a step, at least.
Like to have seen them be able to get some points there on that drive, but just unable to get things going.
Really wanted a 1st down off of that.
Punt team is on. Wicksburg has 2 men back, like they've been doing all night. Still trying to get the personnel right here for the Knights, and they finally got their guys lined up. Here's a snap. Good snap. Much better punt. Good punt.
Great punt.
Fair catch called, and he nearly dropped it. But he's got it at the 26-yard line. That's where the Wicksburg will take over.
Great punt.
Yeah, he did a fair catch and then wasn't sure what he wanted to do.
And the ball knuckled on him right there at the end. He had to dive for it. I was trying to keep an eye on Carter Stevens to see if he was favoring that ankle any. Tristin, if you just kind of keep an eye on that for us down there, you see. But
it looks pretty good.
Yep. It's our roaming sideline medical reporter.
Have to keep track of them. There's too many.
Well, I expect you to go to that EMT training this next week.
Yeah. With all these injuries, though, we love to see how versatile our team is and how the players are just going and filling in for different spots.
Jet sweep, and he's off to the races, and he's going to be gone. That's another jet sweep for number 5, and that's a touchdown for Wicksburg.
I tell you what, they hit that corner, and you got it right. They hit a corner, and he's gone. Charles Snyder, 5'10", 185, sophomore for the Panthers. He's got a few more yards than him for the next 2 years. That kind of speed, Matt, you're looking at an all-area player. If he can play like that as a sophomore, that kind of speed, that's the name you want to remember in the next 2 years.
So the extra point attempt here. Low snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run with it. And he's going to be dropped. And that'd be no good. So 2:30 to go in the first half, 34-6, Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
This is Northside Knights football.
Run back after the kickoff up to the 39-yard line for the Knights, and they'll take over right there.
Had another good special teams return there, Matt. They're not playing badly at all on special teams. That's definitely a positive for the Knights in a struggle against the Panthers tonight. Special teams has played well, with the exception of the long kickoff return that the Panthers had the first of the game.
That's right. 34-6 is our score. Wicksburg leads. Stevens in the shotgun. Here's the snap. And the give is to Watkins, going around the outside, looking for a hole, cuts it up, pushes forward. Good run there of about 6-7 yards.
Very good run. He's having himself a great ball game. That young man is, and he's been put in a lot of different positions, from slot now back to tailback.
Second down, and we'll call it 4. Long 4. Short 5.
I like the short 5 maybe.
Here's the snap. Back to pass to Stevens, looking, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one flew on him there. It just don't know if he ran the wrong route. Looked like there was some discussion between receiver and quarterback there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that was if it sailed on him or if the route was not what they were on the same page for. So either way, incomplete. Luckily, not intercepted.
That's right. He overthrew everyone.
I just noticed that the Wicksburg helmets have a United States flag, American flag, as part of their logo with a big W.
You know, and I noticed that in pregame, but I failed to mention it, and that's on me. But again, to go what they've done in the community, it's a good class act by the Wicksburg officials.
Absolutely. 2 wide receivers to each side. Here's the snap.
Got a
Stevens
blitz.
Throws it's incomplete. We got flags down before the play. That would indicate probably an off.
That's what I would say, an illegal procedure that they were blitzing, and our guys might have flinched as they saw the blitz coming. Yeah, legal procedure.
So I'll back him up 5 yards, make it 3rd and 9.
But they were bringing both inside linebackers, and I think our right guard may have lifted his arm. That's what I'm going to go with then, because the side judge called it on that side.
3rd down and 9.5, really.
Watkins back over here in the slot, wide out.
Yep, 2 wide receivers to each side. The middle of the field is wide open. He's coming to the round, looking, throws deep. Coming to the near side, looking for intercepted at the 30-yard line.
Great position by the defensive back that time for the Knights. Player going both ways. I believe that was the young man that ran the kickoff back to begin the game. Eli Williams, 6 foot, 175-pound junior for the Panthers, really sealed that off. Great position, and he executed the play there for the Panthers.
Hope you'll stay with us at halftime for the FCA moments, and then we'll also update everybody on scores from around the area.
And I agree with Tristin. She said earlier it just feels good out here. It has a hint of fall.
Hint of fall. I agree with that. Not sweating like I was last week. Constantly back to pass, throws over the middle, has his man. It's caught. 1st down near the 44-yard line. They go to a hurry-up offense here for Wicksburg.
And, the Panthers, they're doing this not to necessarily run up the score. They're practicing.
Yep.
I get that. They're really trying to teach their players here.
Back to pass again, looking down the field, throws deep, coming around the near side, and it is incomplete.
Yep, well defended that time for the Knights. You thought they was going to run that underneath. We're not going to clear out that time, but well defended there by Stephen Gainey. He's 5'7", 10th grader. Really outsized, but played well that time.
That flag's down.
It looks like it's going to be maybe a holding against the Panthers.
Well, everybody's walking that direction.
I would, yep. If it's not a holding, we're going to be shocked.
Trying to find out if he wants to take that penalty or decline it. Make it second down. I'd say go ahead and make him walk it off.
Not really a hard decision there. If the side official could ever, found the coach, I think that'd been a quick call.
Yeah. So 1st and 20 for Wicksburg.
And they're beyond the 4 sand traps there, Matt, so we have that working for us.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Here we go, defense!
I don't know if they had Ant Dads there or if they had the golf team out here. I don't know.
It is a good-looking field, though.
It is.
It's green and cut short.
Here's the snap, back to pass. He's looking, throws, has his man. It's caught, and he's hit immediately and dropped short of the first down. Actually, short of the original last scrimmage. Only got about 6 yards.
So it looks like they called a timeout there, Matt.
Not. I guess they're going to stop the clock. 57 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's an opportunity for our kids to learn here and the coaches to do some teaching as well, how you defend against a 2-minute offense. And you really don't look at the score here. You trying to say, okay, what do you do in this situation? What can we do to better ourselves as a team?
That's right. Really good crowd here for the Knights. Proud to see them come out. I don't know. We might have more than across the way there, Chuck.
There may be. It's kind of hard to tell. Their stands go up a little bit further than the Visitor side, but nonetheless, it's a good support on both sides. But to coming from Dothan to Wicksburg, as you mentioned last week, and as some others had noticed, great support, parental support for these young men, and these are more than just parents.
That's right.
Of the team. These probably parents of kids in the 1st, 2nd grade that come out here and bring their kids, and it's building a program, and that's good to see for Northside and really for the Wiregrass community.
All right, second down. We'll call it 18. Here's a snap, back to pass. He's looking under pressure, throws to the far sideline, has his man. It's incomplete. Could not quite get a hold of it.
Well defended that time again for the Knights. I hate to keep saying this, but I'm impressed by Steinfeld. Jonathan gets around the field well from different positions, inside backer to defensive end to covering that little screen there. Showed his athleticism, breaking up play, causing really the incompletion. Certainly something to build on for the defensive coaches.
Third down and long for the Panthers here.
Jonathan is lanky. He's got a lot of length.
Yes.
Playing a good ball game.
There's a snap. It's going to be a run coming around the near side. Number 5 again. He puts his head down, and he's going to have a first down.
There's that. That was an abbreviated jet sweep. That was a biplane sweep there for the Panthers.
Stops the clock with 37 seconds to go. And now it winds. It starts up right there. Panthers trying to get their play call and get their formation correct as the clock continues to run. Here's the snap. Another sweep again. Number 5.
Oh, excellent.
And he gets stopped and dropped for a loss. Good job.
Tell you what, again, excellent defense that time by the Knights. That's how you stop that sweep. You crash the outside, make him turn it in. You don't give him that end. Well defended there. And again, Jonathan Steinfeld crashing that on the defensive end. Linebackers filled it in there, both of the Knights.
They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one also. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
17.9 seconds left in the first half. It's 34-6 Wicksburg. They got the ball at the north side 48 on 2nd and 12.
2 men out wide left. The Panthers, Matt, they obviously may be going for something deep. Is what I would guess.
Back to pass, looking, throws quickly, almost intercepted.
Again.
Good job.
Jonathan Steinfeld.
Yep.
He's a presence on the defense. He's really coming to his own for the Knights.
Yeah, got his hand up at the right spot. 8 seconds to go. See if this will be the last play.
Yeah, I don't expect them to go underneath this time, but I tell you what, all the Panthers are looking at their wristband play. It's just like, oh no, we're
haven't played this one. Haven't called this one very much.
I need to check the playbook on this one.
Looks like we've got 5 wide receivers.
Yeah, empty backfield for the Panthers there. There's no doubt what they may be doing here.
All right, here we go. Here's a snap. Back to pass. Now he's under pressure. He's going to roll out. Now he's going to throw. As his man, it's caught at the sideline, and he's really pushed out of bounds. That clock did not start because there's no way it was 4 seconds.
Wow.
That was no way that was 4 seconds.
That's a long 4 seconds. Long 4 seconds.
That was no way. So now they got the ball inside the 25-yard line.
Wow.
That
was at least a 7-second play.
At least.
Well, nonetheless, there's nothing we can do about it.
That's right. Back to pass. Quickly throws to the near side. Has number 5. He's going around the outside. He's going to get the corner. He's going to be in for a touchdown. As the time finally does expire that time. Oh, there's a flag down. Well, maybe we'll get a holding and pull it back. Let's see what the call is.
If it's against Wicksburg, that's the half, I would think.
I would think so too. They are walking backwards, so it's got to be against them.
And halftime, you place the ball and that's it, I would think.
It is holding. Oh, they're going to give them an untimed down. I've never heard that before on offense.
Maybe I need to read the rule book a little closer. But you don't get an untimed play when it's against offense.
Northside fans are trying to explain that to the officials, and they're not going to listen to it. Shotgun formation here. Back to pass. Looking, throws deep into the end zone, looking for his man, incomplete. And that ought to do it for the first half. Just making sure there's no other, there's not. All right, well, that'll do it for the first half. 34-0 Wicksburg over Northside. FCA moments coming up. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
34-6.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Ozark's oldest restaurant, El Palacio. Famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a country financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
Welcome to the Northside Knights halftime show. We'll recap the first half of action after we hear a word from our friends at FCA. Here's Shane Williamson, president of FCA.
In 1954, God implanted into the heart of a basketball coach a vision that sports could be used as a vehicle to share the message of Jesus Christ.
Dodgers owner Branch Rickey in Estes Park, 1956.
There is a reason for this Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Athletics has a place. Why this thing of Fellowship of Christian Athletes seems to have arisen in the mind of a few men. But not just 2 or 3 gathered together, but millions of people everywhere, dedicated to a common cause. The potential is almost beyond conception. Think of the power of this group through all the nations of the world.
And that influence continues today.
Nearly 7 decades later, that vision is a reality.
Ministering to and through the coach.
Once we've engaged coaches and athletes, we're then equipping them, we're serving them.
To ultimately empower them, men and women who are disciples who make disciples.
Influence athletes from the young age all the way up to the pros.
Now is such a critical time.
Sport is larger than it ever has been.
I see FCA being more relevant today
than at any other time in history.
Right at this very moment, our society, we are removing ourselves from the Word of God.
So we produce FCA Bibles, God's Word, put to the coaches and athlete hands.
Our camps continue to grow around the world.
That's where I felt God's presence the most.
Our numbers are growing. More coaches are joining our team.
Doors opening, now serving in over 84 different countries.
Truly fulfilling that vision.
There's more to coaching than just winning medals.
It's really about the impact you have in others' lives.
I didn't get saved at a church. The FCA met me right where I was.
We come to you exactly where you're at.
By first reaching the coach, we have the opportunity then to reach every athlete.
That's my job, raising leaders.
And that's what's so powerful about the FCA.
It's changing the dynamic of ministry.
They go where you are.
The ripple effect you're having on these kids and these coaches.
And they're going to affect the community for generations.
We want to walk through school and people see us and they be like, hey, I know that's a Christian because of the way we act.
If we can change 2 people a day, just imagine how much that will grow.
The impact, it goes full circle.
I do still have that.
It carries generations and generations.
We can reach every coach, every athlete, every community, every country. To see the world transformed
by Jesus Christ.
Through the influence.
The influence.
The influence of coaches and athletes.
FCA.
Fulfilling
the vision.
This is Chase Falk. We are talking today on this halftime devotion about the thought and the word for. We've said this over the last few games, and if you're just joining us, we're focusing our devotion time in each halftime of this year's season, focusing on the word for, understanding that words will develop worlds in our life. And so that word for is a preposition that literally means to rally on behalf of other people or rally on behalf of something. And we've talked about how God is for us. We've also shared the understanding that God is for all people. So God is for you personally, but also God is for all people of this world, as we think about John 3:16, for God so loved the world. And then the last time we talked about God is for a plan. And as we continue to process and understand that God is for us today, as we think about that word for and God rallying for us, we want to think about this. God is for a team. God is for a team. We've watched a game or listened to a game tonight that talks about and just helps us see the reality of what a team is. A team of players built by different ages, by different size, by different athletic ability, and all of that coming together to fulfill the plan and purpose that the team desires, and that's ultimately to win the game. And so as we think about God being for a team, what's important to think about is this: the team that God is for is the church. God created the institute of the church to be one that would rally for each other, that would be united together for one goal and for one mission. Listen to this verse, Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 through 25 says this: "And let us watch out for one another to provoke love and good works, not neglecting to gather together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging each other. And all the more as you see the day approaching." The day approaching there is ultimately the end of time, the return of Christ. And in the moments, then the more and more as we get closer and closer to that day, it's going to be more and more important for us to be focused in on the team of God, the church, being a part of a local Bible-believing, teaching church, and allowing that congregation and allowing that community to be one that pushes us and spurs us and allows us to grow daily in our relationship with Jesus. And so God is for you, yes. God is for all people. God is for a purpose. He has a plan for your life. And in all of that, though, He desires for us to be a part of a community, united together for one goal and for one mission. You know, as we think about this game tonight, the goal, again, for each team is to win. And the goal is for the team to work together to fulfill that purpose. The same is true for our lives. You and I need each other. You and I need the people around us. We need accountability. We need encouragement. We need direction. We need to figure out how do we even kind of walk through things. And a church opens up the doors for that ability, to have someone that cares for you, to have someone to help you in your hard times, to have someone that can help you guide you through things that you didn't know you could even handle. Those are the things that the church brings. Now, when you think about the church and the team that God has put in place, know this: there's no perfect church. If you're looking for a perfect church, then you're never going to find it. But we serve a perfect God, and we can trust every single moment that comes to us as we walk through the things as He leads us to be a part of a local body of believers. And so again, God is for a team. Listen to this quote from Michael Jordan: "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships." As you and I think about being a part of a local church, it truly is something that will help us in the game of life. It truly is something that God has put into play, institute for us to live daily and walk daily and be encouraged to worship Him, to focus on Him, and then to fulfill His mission. So again, God is for a team. Get in the game plan that God has planned for your life. I encourage you today, allow the local body of believers to be something that's vitally important as you walk daily in the game that God has planned for your life.
If you'd like to know more about how you can have a relationship with God and find true hope, peace, love, acceptance, and lasting joy, there's somebody waiting to talk with you about it right now. Call the Joy FM prayer line, 877-800-PRAY. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somebody's ready to listen to your questions and help you find the answers to what you've been searching for. 877-800-PRAY. 800-PRAY. I'm going to give you the number one more time because we believe it's more than a game. And this is your life we're talking about. 877-800-PRAY. That's 877-800-PRAY.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com. Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
Northside Athletics would like to give a thanks to those who have generously supported our student athletes. Scott Stevens Tire Company, El Palacio Mexican Restaurant in Ozark, Mike Miller Country Financial, Mike Schmidt's Auto Group, Northside Methodist Church, Healthcare Resource Center, and the Joy FM. Now let's check back into the field with the Northside Knights media team.
Welcome back to halftime here at Wicksburg. It's 34-6. Wicksburg leads over Northside. A few scores from around the area. Chuck, did you get it? Or you want to read mine? Here you go. Just scroll down there.
Last week, they're up big on Providence, 17-0 at the half there. Then Opp really all over Houston Academy Raiders, 35-7 at half. Elba big on Zion Chapel, 41-0. And Matt, looks like we have a lot of blowouts tonight.
Yeah.
The aforementioned Dothan Wolves losing big at half against Auburn High School, 35-3.
Ouch.
Yeah, and Kinston beating the Red Level 13-0. That's late in the second quarter. Strong Tigers. We got an opportunity to go there a few years ago, Matt, when we did a Providence game, and that community really supports their team. I didn't think was going to get there, but it was kind of a school outside of Andalusia, but they're up on the Ashford Yellow Jackets 28-0 at half. Dadeville, this is one that surprises Matt. Pike County must be having a down year, or else Dadeville is strong. 40-0. Dadeville over Pike County.
Wow.
Pike County, a traditional, strong team in this area. The Ayrton Purple Cats all over Geneva County, which is surprising, 32-0. I'm wondering if that halfback that is really all-world is playing much.
Yeah.
For the Bulldogs out of Hartford and Geneva County. Trinity Presbyterian out of Montgomery, 42-0 over Beulah. And then a few more scores here locally. Cottonwood over Abbeville, 22-12 at half. Daleville and New Brockton scoreless. And Roboth and Carroll scoreless in that. That's, Matt, I believe all we see that has local teams for tonight so far.
Very good. Well, it's good to see the Knights get on the board in this game on a nice, I guess that was a slant pass to Jade Watkins.
It was. We had talked about him being in that slot because we saw him. He'd been playing halfback and tailback then, every game we've watched, but they put him over there, and they must have seen something, and sure enough, he hit the hole and made a really good cut. He ran it like he's been practicing it a lot. It just wasn't an athletic move. It was a well-run route. Good ball from Carter Stevens, and then Jaden really kicked it in after that.
Well, I think overall Jade Watkins has been good wherever he's been tonight. He's run the ball some. He's looked good doing that. Had that nice long touchdown catch and run. He's fielded kickoffs. I mean, he almost broke one for a touchdown there. So he's been definitely one of the shining stars for the Knights tonight.
Yeah, if you look at difference makers that in the amount of games that Northside has just played in the 3 games we have under our belt, to me, along with Carter Stevens, who hadn't played quarterback before this season, but Jaden has shown me the most improvement of any player. At that first week, he was tentative.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he was afraid to get hit, but he just didn't have the confidence in maybe sticking his foot in the ground and making a move. But I tell you what, the difference between the first game and this game is amazing to me. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He's playing strong, especially for his size. And he's playing really smart, too. He leverages the ball. That's how he got open. He just put his body and leveraged the guy, and speed did it from there. And then on defensively, I think Jonathan Steinfeld, number 44, has shown me the most improvement. It was like a light went on the second game of the year, and he said, oh, my goodness, this guy, with his length, you start putting some weight on him. He's a junior. He could be really a big-time playmaker as Northside is making short but positive movements as far as the program goes. And those 2 young men could play a key element in really taking it to the next level.
I wonder if they've looked at Steinfeld as playing running back.
I don't know.
As hard as he runs, I wonder if he's I know we need guys on defense, but it'd be interesting.
It would be because, he has a high motor.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, he has a high ceiling. I don't know how much football he's played.
I don't think he's played any. I think this is his first year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then that I can see that.
Yeah.
That light did come on the second game, the second half of the second game, because he started making plays. And I think I made the comment, like, where'd this kid come from?
Exactly.
There at Northcutt Field.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see him develop as he goes through the year, is for sure. And ticking away down here at the end of getting close. I don't see any teams coming out yet, but maybe I start to see Wicksburg's coming from the locker room there. So
I tell you what, it seems like we've had some long half times this season.
It really does, yeah.
Now, from what I saw, a shout out to the Wicksburg band. Great show, great performance at halftime. You can tell they take a lot of pride in their program here.
Yeah.
Musically at Wicksburg, they did a wonderful job and had some talented musicians.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see a 3A school have a band like that. So that's for sure. Well, we're guys coming back on the field now, and we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Ozark's oldest restaurant, El Palacio. Famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com. Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Hey, this is Coach Toby Green. You're listening to the Northside Knights football. It is time for the second half kickoff.
Welcome back to Wicksburg, 34-6. The Panthers lead over Northside, and the clock has wound down from the halftime, but the guys are still warming up. That's a big circle that the Panthers have made.
It is, and I guess it really should surprise us. You got to give the clock operator a hard time. That 4 seconds really was a long 4 seconds. So for him to be in charge of the halftime clock, we were in for a long halftime.
Yeah, and they just put three more minutes back on the clock too.
That was prophetic.
Yeah. So, Chuck, you got big plans for tomorrow? Football watching, or?
Well, probably not football. It's an off day for the team I like to follow. They're not off playing, but they're playing a FCS opponent, Mercer University from Macon, Georgia.
So putting the first-string volleyball team in there, or what?
Could be. Could see a lot of players tomorrow for Alabama, but no, I think my wife and I, we might just try to slide down to the beach for a day. It's her 50th birthday is
All
Sunday,
right.
so happy birthday to my bride.
Absolutely.
Early happy birthday.
I've got my middle daughter and wife are at a middle school beach retreat this weekend.
That's where our 16-year-old son, he's working that beach retreat.
He's working the beach retreat.
Yeah, he's helping teach and lead, I guess.
Yeah. So I've got that going on, and son is at a friend's house, and so it's just Rachel and myself. I don't know what we'll be doing. I'm going to be watching some football. I know that. I'm looking forward to Iowa State. I used to live in Des Moines, and so Iowa State was big there. And, of course, that Iowa State game was always big. It was a big game when I lived up there.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, they're ranked in the top 10.
Both of them.
So,
Now, where is the game in Ames tomorrow?
I think it's in Iowa City. I
Okay.
think. I could be wrong, though, because they alternate that every year, obviously. But
now, so it's Iowa that has that great tradition. It's not at halftime, but it's during the game where they stop playing.
Yes, wave at the
Children's Hospital.
Children's Hospital. The kids that are have the cancer, and they
can overlook the stadium. They can see it.
And they showed that last week that they were doing that. Because they couldn't do it last year, obviously with all the COVID stuff. But this year that was a big deal. And
that's such a cool tradition.
And to see the visiting team get involved with that too is such a cool thing. That's one of those things that's really neat.
It does offer perspective for sure.
Yeah, it does. So the Knights coming back to the sideline here and getting ready. They'll receive the kickoff here. Start with the ball in the.
And it'll be intriguing to see if Wicksburg kicks it deep and offers Jaden another return opportunity, or if they're going to squib it. And I don't know if the Knights have their hand players up front, but they.
Yeah, it looks like they got several of them up there.
And who was the player that made it? Was it that? I mean, he made that Dansby Swanson-like stop in that one onside kick.
Yeah, we didn't have a number for him.
Oh yeah, that's it wasn't on the roster.
So they got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, getting set for the start of the second half.
Here we go, Knights! To start the second half. Go, Knights!
Just we're waiting on the ref to officially. There he goes.
Yeah, I heard a whistle.
I did. Here we go. Here's the kick. It's a low kick, a little squibber. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to be picked up at the 25. Watkins dances around, gets across the 30, gets up to the 35, and down there.
Not a bad return. It was a good kick by the Panthers that time. It was a long squib, for lack of a better word, but did a good job that time. Now let's see if the Knights can come out, Matt, and start winning one down and then win another one and then win another one. And Bodo don't like that. I know we keep saying that, but that's really
well,
what
that's what you got to do, yeah. and see what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
It's like Watkins in the backfield for the Knights.
Here's a snap. And they give us to Watkins. He cuts it up the middle and doesn't get much. Might have lost a yard.
Now, he had something just for a second, but that hole quickly filled there by the left side of the Panthers line. I give them credit. They flowed down as that pulling guard pulled. They made some adjustments, and the linebackers really crashed hard.
2nd down and 11. That grill is still firing up.
Yeah, it is.
Smoke is really covering us tonight. Here's a snap. And the keeper is Stevens going around the outside. He cuts it up field, gets the 1st down and more. Still going.
Good play by Carter Stevens that time for the Knights. Well done. Missed 1 tackle and converted the possession for the Knights, and that's, Matt, that's what we're talking about. You win that down, and then you get a play, and you move the chains, and you start over. You win this next one and try to build some kind of rhythm.
They spotted at the 46-yard line on Northside. 1st down. Chuck, get ready. You may be doing play-by-play and color commentary. Well, all by yourself here shortly.
Jaden Watkins still in the backfield for the Knights.
Here's the snap. And it's going to be a pitch to Watkins coming around the near side, looking to get around the corner. He does. He gets to the 50, puts his head down, and he falls forward to the 47-yard line.
Matt, that play has a small window of success there. Several things could go wrong. Carter Stevens did a really good job of really delaying that speed pitch. It's not really a traditional option. It's a drill pitch. You throw it underhand and get a good spiral on it, and then Jaden saw where he had to cut it back quickly to make that gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, and it's going to keep it again. Is Stevens. He is trying to get around the corner, slips the tackle, puts his head down, and he leaps forward, and he's going to have a 1st down.
I tell you what, Matt, that might be one of the better plays we've seen all year from Carter. He moved the chains, but the young man lowered that head and took that shot on the shoulder. Easily could have just gone out of bounds and not taken the lick, but you like what you see there of how he said, "Hey, I'm going to give it all." And that's a good play by a good leader.
Ball's at the 43 of Wicksburg. 1st down for the Knights. Here's snap. Give us to Watkins. He dances, tries to get through the line, and got flags down. Maybe a face mask there, Chuck.
I couldn't tell. Something was going on because the play was essentially over. I don't think it was a hold. Yeah, that's against the Panthers there, Matt. I didn't see the call.
It was face mask. Trevor has confirmed it was a face mask. So it is personal foul, face mask. It's going to be a 15-yard 1st down for the Knights.
Right.
So a good drive looking right here.
So, he's looking there for the head coach to say, yeah, we'll take that penalty.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you'd decline that.
I know, but the official was, I guess, doing his job. Just asking, make sure he wanted to take that penalty.
Ball's at the Wicksburg 28.
And in honor of our friend Mike Lawson, we have hamburger smoke coming from your left to the right on your YouTube dial.
That's it. Lots of it, too. Here's a snap. Keeper. Gonna throw it. Now he keeps it. He's going to run to the near side, puts his head down. He's got some room, and he gets hit. Maybe he got about 3 or 4 yards. That's a good, hard run that time.
It was a good play that time. He had to tuck it in a hurry. Nothing going on that little short pass. Comes up a little gimpy, though, Matt. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on that. We heard reports from our student members of our network that he was favoring that left ankle.
He definitely is now.
Yeah.
Need to throw the ball now. 2nd down and 7. Ball's at the 25. Now they're going to change the play. Now they're set. Here's the snap. Give us to Watkins. He cuts it up the middle, and he gets hit and dropped. Might have got the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he might have got a yard or two on that carry, but I still like what I see. You can tell the football IQ is increasing certainly weekly, but I can see it almost by halves now.
Yeah, third down and about two and a half, we'll call it.
Certainly attainable here to move the chains. This is a good-looking drive to open the second half for the Knights. I mean, honestly, at 34-6 at halftime, it'd be easy not to come out and put the effort they have.
Yeah,
but they really have.
Shotgun formation, here's the snap. And Stevens pitches it to Watkins, covering at the outside. He gets his head down. Oh, he gets leveled. I don't know if I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, we didn't seal it that time like it was designed, and the coaches are trying to coach a little bit. The play was there, but had a breakthrough on the ceiling of the corner, so it looked like he did lose 1.5 yards there. So I would say 4th and maybe a long 4 here, Matt.
I agree. I concur.
That makes me feel good.
You are closer to that side. Technically.
I am. I'm looking for our sideline reporter, see if she can give us a good look.
All right.
Well,
so she's in the student section.
She did check in
right,
and check in.
Fourth down. Back pass is Stevens looking, throws quickly to get that screen pass. And he's to Watkins. Let's see. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. That's that play we was talking about earlier, Matt. I don't think he got it. Didn't have as many white shirts out leading the way as we did that time before.
Yeah, did not quite get it. But that was a good try that time.
I think it was a good call, without a doubt.
So the Panthers will take over at their own 21-yard line, looks like.
Again, that you don't look for moral victories. That's not why you really play the game. But as far as like what they accomplished, being down 34-6, they came out and drove the ball down the field, won the majority of the plays, had one little miscue. You got to be proud of what the Knights accomplished that possession.
Pistol formation, snap give is to Murray up the middle, puts his head down, and fights forward to about the 24-yard line, gain of about 3.
Yeah, here's where it's really going to get difficult because Wicksburg is going to they're going to play the power game. I don't see why they wouldn't. Inside, then that jet sweep for the Knights to remain really disciplined in their gaps, have some hopefully maybe some activity from the inside linebackers, and see what we can do to contain this strong running game from the Panthers.
Second down, we'll call it 6 for the Panthers. Man in motion. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a pitch back to kind of a running back guy. Coming around the near side now. He breaks tackles. He's trying to find a hole, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 28-yard line. Great job, number 4, for the Knights to tackle him on the open field tackle.
That was a great play by Stephon Gainey. 5'7", all of 125 pounds according to the program, 10th grader. But open field tackle and stopped that play that could have been a large one for the Panthers.
Yeah, he went to the left side and then stopped and came back to the right side. And
flag on the play in the backfield, Matt.
Way back here. I mean, in the defensive backfield.
I think that becomes some kind of holding play against the Panthers if I had to guess, but I don't know. Unless it was a defensive holding, which would be
strange,
uncommon.
Face mask on Northside. I didn't see that.
Nor did I.
That must have been in the trenches or something because that wasn't on the tackle.
It was certainly away from the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it wasn't on the tackle.
No, he had all leg there.
It must have been just in the defensive backfield, and they got tussled up. Is the only thing I can think of, Matt. Unfortunate because we had them stopped, and they were going for a third down and about 5, and then instead we got first down and moved the ball quite a ways down the field.
Yeah, it's at their own 44-yard line, so first down for the Panthers.
That's frustrating, for a coach and for a fan and even for a broadcaster that you're winning some possessions and you're making a difference, and you have a penalty like that.
Here's snap. High snap. Gives to Murray up the middle. And he's breaking tackles. Gets all the way up to about the 47-yard line. Gain of about 8.
He starts running downhill before he gets the ball. He has a full head of steam when he hits the line and really the second level.
Second down and 2 for Wicksburg.
Wicksburg's had a little bit of a snap challenge here. Last few snaps has been a little high.
See how he's grabbing that ball. He's grabbing it from the top of it.
Yes, he is.
Here's a snap. Got it good that time. Up the middle is Murray again. He's got some room. He's slipping tackles across the 40, first down.
Yeah, he before you know it, he's got a gain of 6, 7, 8 yards, and before he really even gets touched, it's this time fatigue starts setting in on the line. You start arm tackling instead of putting the shoulder in the young man and making a difference. Looks like the water break timeout that referee's calling.
Yeah, 4:32 to go in the third quarter, 34-6. Tristin has got something. We don't know where she's somewhere in the student section. Tristin?
I am in the student section right now, and I'm going to ask some of our students here a question. So I'm here with with Alden. Alden, who is your favorite teacher?
I'm going to have to say Coach Mitchell.
Okay, Kelsey, how about you? I'm going to say Coach Gainey. Presley?
Mr. McDuffie.
Lily?
Definitely Coach Mitchell.
Belle? Coach Gannon. Abigail?
Definitely Miss Harvey.
Maddie?
Mr. McDuffie for sure.
Thank you so much for these answers, and I have to agree, I love all those teachers too.
Wow, how long did you work on that? Because, I mean, you had, like, rapid-fire questions here. You were going.
Since the middle of halftime. Okay. I was very prepared this time.
Very good. Very, very good.
You know, we ought to come up with some type of feature. The favorite teacher of the game. It's just like a poll and a vote, and give out a free honey bun from the Northside Methodist vending machine.
Okay. You really straight. That's huge.
It's a small budget.
First down for the Panthers. Here's the snap. High snap again. Up the middle is Murray. He's breaking tackles. No. He's off the races. And he gets hit, dropped just outside the 20-yard line, about the 18, first down.
It's just shy of running at will on that inside game. They have a lot of size on the inside. I know they've got 2 or 3 guys that are going to play at the next level. College, I know we know one, the young man, Bo Sellers. But when he pulls, he makes a difference in that hole.
Here's a snap up the middle again to Murray. Breaking tackle, spin move, and he's going to be dropped at the 7-yard line.
And there again, the left tackle that time went straight to the second level, took out our linebacker, and that's exactly where that young man ran the ball there to make a big gain for the Panthers.
So second down and 3, 2, somewhere in there. We got an odd angle on that on those sticks.
We do. If you'll watch 77, the tackle there on the left side, he'll go straight to the linebackers if they run that play again, and it is the same.
Up the middle, and he's going to be
right at
in the end zone. They gave him a touchdown.
So at the 3:04 mark, that'll give the Panthers 40, and with the pending point after attempt, and really that steady diet, Matt, like we talked about, of Murray up the middle and Murray to the side and Murray outside, has garnered the Panthers another 6 points.
Extra point to come here for the Panthers. I'm trying to get it stepped off correctly. Here's the snap. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, almost blocked.
Wow, I don't see how it wasn't blocked.
And it's good. 3:04 to go in the third quarter. 41-6 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers and a salsa taste that lingers. El Palacio,
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
Here's the kickoff, and it's down the middle of the field. It's going to be taken at the 20 to the 25. Watkins coming around the near side to the 30. He's got some room. The 40, slips the tackle, spin moves. He's still on his feet to the 50, and he's going to be still going to the 45. And he's finally brought down at the Wicksburg 44.
Wow, that's a great-looking play by Jaden Watkins. That kid right there is laying it all out.
Got a Wicksburg Panther down, but he hopped right back up. He's fine. thought he was injured pretty badly there.
Oh yeah, not that I'm a lip reader, but he went to the coach, says, "How's the crowd taking it?" And so then he hopped on it right after that.
So a good run back for the Knights. 41-6 is our score.
Looks like they're going to give Jaden a little breather after that, and not put him right back out on the field offensively.
Starting to see some new players for Wicksburg come in, as you would expect.
Yeah, and as you would hope, for sure.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. And keeper Stevens up the middle. He slips the tackle across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Did a good job reading that. That is almost like a run option where he's going to do that real hard pitch, almost like a sprint draw out there to the side, and then, he has that option to go with it. Good read by Carter that time. Good game there on first down.
Yeah, gain of about 5.
Looking at their wristbands pretty heavily this time. This could be a play we hadn't seen before here, Matt.
Yeah, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right again. Here's snap, back to pass, looking, deep, throws deep. Down the near sideline, has his man wide open, and he makes a great catch, but I think it's out of bounds.
He is out of bounds. A great effort there.
Tried to keep his foot in, but he couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, it did real well there. Carter just let him a little bit outside, but the play was there. I like the call.
Yeah, I do too.
On 3rd and 5 there, just see what you can pop. And it was there. He was open.
He was open. Just thrown a little bit a little too far out of bounds there. So
again, they're checking their wristbands. Not, Matt, it's a 41-6. I like this. Hey, let's let the kids have some fun. Let's call some plays and let them play the game.
Yeah. Shotgun. Here's the snap. And keeper Stevens up the middle. Puts his head down. Still pushing. And he's going to have a first down. I'm pretty sure.
I tell you what, Carter Stevens ran well that time, but if there was an assist in football, you would have to give it to Johnson Ott there.
Got a flag down in the back.
Maybe it's a face mask on them. Same location it was against the Knights.
Yeah, it was.
But Johnson Ott did a great job that time of assisting Carter on that first down.
Good long discussion here.
Yeah, this crew is a bit methodical. I really can't say they've missed a play or a call except for the clock at the first half.
I think they're trying to decide if they take it or take the yardage or take from the play or what it is. But I guess it depends on.
Looks like a personal foul.
Just personal foul. That's all they called it.
Yeah.
So the ball's going to be spotted inside the 20 at the 19.
And Jaden Watkins back in the game at tailback position now for the Knights.
Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Stevens looks over the defense. Now he's set. Here's the snap. And he's going to keep it himself again. Oh, he gets tripped up by his own man. He got pushed backwards.
Yeah, his own man was blowing up at the line there, and Carter did not even see that coming. And I'm not sure the guy that was flowing backwards didn't see it coming. It was an inside blitz. They stunted there for the Panthers. That the nose guard stunted back to the side. Linebacker crashed in. Really blew up that play from the get-go.
second down and about 13. One wide receiver to the left, one to the right. Actually, two to the left, one to the right. Here's the snap. And to give us to Watkins, coming around the near side, trying to puts his head down, slips tackles, still pushing forward, spins, falls down. Good run by Watkins.
Excellent run, Matt. And as we talked about, first game, that first hit would have brought him down.
It sure would.
That young man is really running proof. Looks like he might be shaking up on the play.
No, he's cramping up, and it looks like Wicksburg Panthers helping him stretch it out. That's great sportsmanship right there.
That is great sportsmanship. I tell you what, give 18 great credit there for the Panthers. That's worth calling out. Tyler Williams, 6 foot 160, 10th grader. That could be Jaden Watkins down there.
It is. It is him. Well, I mean, I'm surprised he hadn't started cramping up earlier as much as he's been running tonight.
He has been running. I'd be curious to know if we need to hire a statistician to get the yardage that we have during the game.
Yeah. Where's Mark Kinney?
Does he do that for the Knights?
He does. I just don't know where he's at.
We saw him earlier.
He might be up in the other side there, up in the press box.
Well, Trevor, Jaden's not laying down on the sideline. They just stretched it out a little bit. So get him some pickle juice or some mustard, and let's get him back in there.
All right. So third down and about 5 for the Knights here. One wide receiver split out wide to the right, two to the left. Here's snap. And keeper going around the outside. He puts his head down. He gets pushed out of bounds. I think he's going to have a first down.
He's running well. If that ankle's bummed up there, he had a lot of speed going out of bounds there.
Yeah, he sure did. See where they mark it. I think he's got a first down. He does. They're flipping it. So first down and goal for the Knights.
Well done. Again, Matt, the first possession that we had in this possession, they're moving the ball well. Now, granted, this may be on some of Wicksburg's second string.
So the ball's on the 9-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Back to pass to Stevens. Looks. Now he's got to keep it himself. Coming around the near side, puts his head down, gets pushed out of bounds. Might have got a couple of yards.
Could have there. The great pursuit that time by the Panther defense. Our guys were not set up to block for a run. There was nothing going. Secondary did well, and I think Carter did all he could to get that yardage.
Keep running out of bounds and keep stopping the clock. 18 seconds to go, third quarter. I think this third quarter is taking longer than the whole first half.
It's taken half an hour, right at it.
Shotgun formation again. Here's the snap. Stevens runs it himself up the middle, puts his head down, and doesn't get much. It's third down.
Yeah, that sprint pitch was not there that time.
So he's back to the original line of scrimmage on first down. And he's limping as he comes off the field. That's the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan. By pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
El Palacio, Ozark's oldest restaurant. El Palacio, famous for Mexican steak fingers
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
Start of the fourth quarter here. 3rd down and goal for the Knights. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. And back to pass to Stevens. Throws over the end zone. Incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver. Had him open, though.
He did. He had something working there, Matt. You hate to see it. Ricardo's, he's working really with an ankle and a half. Not full 2 strong ankles.
Yeah.
Threw that off his off foot. Couldn't plant. And you can't really physically turn your shoulders and follow through when you throw the ball like that. So let's see what we can do here to convert.
Still waiting for the play call. Finally got it. On 4th down, let's see what they can do. See if they can get more points here.
I like the play, not kicking the field goal here. Let's just try to stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the snap. High snap. Stevens has it. Throws into the end zone. Has it. Touchdown, Knights. Flag's down, though. Let's see. I believe that's going to be...
That's going to be roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, I believe.
Did they did call touchdown, Matt?
Yes, they did. It was Colin Blackwell with the reception in the end zone.
Yep. There it is. Personal foul.
Yeah,
roughing the passer.
Roughing the I mean, they didn't say roughing the passer, but I
that's
think
what
that's what it was. So
he,
I suspect they'll do that on the kickoff.
Yes, I believe you're correct there. According to last year's rule book.
Nice. Yep. I think that was the signal.
It was. When he waved over there toward the hot dog stand.
That's it.
That's assessed on kickoff.
All right. On for the extra point attempt here.
And you notice Carter turned those shoulders then and really he led the ball well, executed that pass, touchdown for the Knights.
Good snap. Kick is up.
Great kick.
Is good. So 11:46 to go in the ball game. It's 41-13 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller of Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services for the communities in and around Dothan. The number is 334-828-8280.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics. For tires and auto repair, Scott Stevens specializes in outstanding customer service. ScottStevensTireandService.com, 334-794-6969.
Hey, this is Coach Toby Green, and you're listening to Northside Knights football. Go Knights, go!
Well, they're going to tee the ball up here on the Wicksburg 45-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct or the personal foul on the touchdown. So let's see what they are looking for, another player to get on the field for the Knights.
We don't need to call that young man out. That is J.T. Haney.
He's set, and the Knights are set. See if they can kick this into the end zone. It's going to be a squib onside kick, and it's going to be covered up beautifully at the 35-yard line by Wicksburg. So 11:45 to go in the ball game, and it is 41-13 Wicksburg. Good to see the Knights get a couple of scores here. After getting shut out last week.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if the Panthers here have some new personnel in the game, Matt. They're number 2s.
No, they don't. They're back to their normal.
Yep.
Looks like they're back to the normal starting lineup.
And that's predictable after a score, really, that the Knights made.
Yeah, but it's kind of lopsided. Here's the snap. And back to pass. He's looking, throws, has it incomplete. Threw behind the intended receiver, wasn't even looking for the ball.
No, he wasn't. I tell you what, the Panthers came close to having a legal man downfield on that pass play. I couldn't see. I was watching the interior line. Matt, was that ball behind the line of scrimmage thrown?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, he threw it behind him, but he threw it behind the player too. But I don't think he was. I still think it was a forward pass. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, it was behind the line of scrimmage. That could be interpreted as a screen, but I watched their lineman They were close to being too far downfield.
They come this time in a bunch set. Let's see this tonight. 2nd down and 10. There's a snap. Give us to Murray up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's going to be off to the races and gone. Nobody can catch him. Touchdown, Wicksburg.
Yep.
Now, I really would like to see them put in their JV team.
Yeah, I would too, Matt. That as far as that run was, it didn't even touch him, and that was just a misdirection, inside handoff. Our boys were really dragging and tired. You can't fault them for that. They've been running all over the field. You know, something like that, you get some hats on hats, and they're going to win that, the Panthers, against this group of Knights anyway, for the majority of the time. I did see one Knight come off the field cramping up pretty severely.
Clemens was one that came off field doing running back and safety duties. We'll start seeing more and more of that. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So 11:30 to go in the ball game. 48-13 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
It can be difficult to choose your Medicare plan. At no cost to you, the Healthcare Resource Center can help you choose from all available Medicare plans to find the one that best fits your individual needs. We not only help you pick a plan, but we also help you use your plan by pairing you with a local agent you can actually talk to. Northside Football thanks Healthcare Resource Center. Free help for people on Medicare.
Mike Schmidt's Automotive Group proudly supports Northside Athletics. They take pride in their inventory of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, as well as their helpful and professional sales staff. MikeSchmidt'sAutomotiveGroup.com.
Hey, this is Coach Toby Green, and you're listening to Northside Knights football. Go Knights, go!
Welcome back to Wicksburg. 48-13 Wicksburg. I feel like the time is just standing still in this game.
You're like in the twilight zone here, Matt.
Low sidewinder kick picked up by number 9, Quintero. He's pushing forward across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
A lot of sand flying up in midfield.
Yeah. Don't see any sandcastles, though. But there's enough out there to do it, I think.
Well, hey, let's look on the bright side. They worked hard to fill the holes.
Yeah.
They just didn't leave them there.
Don't you wonder, though, why they're there, how they got there? They've had one game here, I think.
I don't
two,
know.
unless they've had JV here, but.
It's a flag on the field on the far side, Matt. Not sure. A lot of Northside Knights gathered around the official, though, to see if they can
hear.
Over here.
They're definitely good at discussing these flags.
Methodical would be one word I would have for tonight's crew. Good, but methodical.
Well, they definitely can keep up with the players on the field. Still discussing this penalty.
Here's the call.
Dead ball personal foul against Northside. So back him up 15 yards.
And he's pointed the wrong way.
Either he pointed the wrong way or
he called the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to walk back the other direction.
Now they're on the same page.
Okay. Ball's going to be at the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from there for the Knights.
Let's take over 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
See, we can't string some together like we did last time, Matt, and win a few downs at a time and move the ball down the field.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Stevens rolling to the near side, looking down the field, throws, has his man caught at 35. Spin moves and gets past the 40.
That's going to be right at a 1st down, man.
I think somebody got blown up there.
I would say so. That is 1st down. Good 1st down play by the Knights. Great call by the offensive brain trust.
Number 18 was for Northside, laid a nice block.
He did. He sealed that at the end really well.
Here's a snap. And they give us to Watkins coming up the middle, pushing forward. Ooh, he gets hit hard at the 45 and pushed backwards.
Matt, I thought for a split second he was squaring up to throw the ball.
I did too.
So I'm not the only one. It looked like he stopped and he was looking downfield.
Yeah. And then just when he stopped, he just turned it up the field and ran it. So maybe he was just adjusting.
It could have been. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that play because you get so much run support as soon as Jaden gets the ball. Especially maybe with some new jerseys in there for the Panthers.
Second down and 7. Here's a snap. Give us to Clements going around the outside. Looking for a block. Gets across the 50. Near the first down marker. He's going to be close.
About a yard, a little less than a yard short possibly. We'll see, Matt. He's going to be right at it.
Let's see where they mark it. He's going to be.
Third down is what the side judge is
like
showing.
It's going to be about like a half a yard. I'm seeing a run up top of it. They moved it back farther back than that. Okay, so it's going to be a full yard. 3rd and 1.
Great opportunity here to keep it going. The Knights are showing something. They're not giving up. They're moving the ball.
Here's a snap. High snap, but given to Clements coming around the near side. He's got the corner. He's got the first down. He puts his head down, and he's pushed down at the 35-yard line. First down, Knights.
Great play. Got more than enough the first down and running the ball well. Good job by sealing off the end by our tight end there. Good job by the pulling lineman. Really executing that play as well as we have all night.
So first down for Northside. They're going to mark it back to the 37-yard line.
Looks like Jaden Watkins coming back in the game for the Knights. Into the left slot. So 2 wide right, 2 wide left with 1 back.
See if they go to that slant to Watkins here. Here's a snap. High snap. Stevens got it, and he's going to be dropped after he picked it up. He's going to lose a lot of yards on that one.
That's what we talked about in the first half, Matt. We've done that all year. We string 3, 4, 5 plays together, and really this was 2 possessions back-to-back that we're doing well. And then a muff snap, and then you're looking at 2nd and 20.
So ball's at the Wicksburg 46. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's a snap. Stevens back to pass, looking, throws, tipped, incomplete, almost intercepted.
Yeah, that was tipped. That was a good play by the Panthers there on the interior line. Tell you what, Carter Stevens to be late in the game and fatigued. He put some mustard on that dog right there.
He did. 3rd down and long. Trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right.
Love to see us get half of it back right here and go for it and convert.
Yeah. Here's snap. Back to pass, looking, throws deep to the near sideline, looking for his man. That's going to be interference all day long. He held him. There's 2 flags coming in.
Yeah. We have some church service going on in front of us.
Yeah.
Hallelujah for that call. Of course, it was not a hard call to make on that one.
No, it wasn't.
Just try to dig the handkerchief out of your pants and then throw it. But would that be an automatic first down there, Matt? I believe it serves as an automatic first down.
I don't think it's a spot foul. I think it's 15 yards.
15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So it'll still be third
Still
down.
gonna be 3rd down.
And 5 possibly?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or maybe about 6 or 7.
Yeah, ball's at the 31-yard line. So make it 3rd down and 5. Here's the snap. And keeper, Stevens coming around the near side, trying to get something. Dives forward, try to get to the 25. He's going to be just short, I think.
Man,
oh, no, he says it's a first
yeah.
down, according to Stevens.
Yeah, and he did.
He got it.
He called it.
There was no blocking over there. I think he was trying to hand that ball off.
He was trying to hand it off. That was a hard try to hand off. He really wanted to give the ball to 28 for the Knights. But
7:50 to go in the ball game. It's 48-13 Wicksburg.
Looks like Braylon Clements just didn't want that handoff.
I know it. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. And it's over his head. He picks it up. Now he's running. He's going around the outside. He's trying to
throw the ball.
Get the corner, and he's not going to get it. He's going to be hit hard, drop down hard back at the 32-yard line. There's a flag after the play.
I'm afraid that might be on the Knights. He might have said something he shouldn't have said.
He was hit hard, too. He kind of driven into the ground.
Is that going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct? Or well, you never know. The referees do a good job of really misdirection on their calls.
Yeah. It's going to be on Wicksburg.
It's going to be on Wicksburg.
Because they're marking it off.
Yep. That unsportsmanlike conduct?
I thought it was hands straight out.
Well.
But he put his hands behind his back.
Sideline
interference. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's different.
That was a.
Thank you, PA.
That's
announcer.
a big penalty for sideline interference.
It really is. Is this 1st and 1?
Wow.
That must be a 10-yard. Is that a 10-yard penalty or a 15?
Yep,
They lost yardage.
Yeah. That was a 15-yard penalty.
Okay.
Are we going to measure? And we are.
Wow. Well, alrighty then. We're going to measure. I've never seen this where we measure for a first down on first down.
I haven't either. And I want to throw in another wrinkle, too. At 48-13, I mean, you either give it to them or just say 1st and inches.
Yeah. It's going to be 1st and inches.
It's a beautiful night here in Wicksburg at Panther Stadium. So
I'm going through the drinks tonight, guys.
You are. You're hydrating. That's a good thing.
It's not even about that. Just trying to keep my, thank you, sir. Trying to keep my voice, throat moist.
It's a golden voice, by the way, listenership out there in YouTube land.
Golden voice, whatever.
It's as golden as the stripe on the Wicksburg Panther pant.
You know, why don't they have a logo here in the middle of the field like the other schools? That's not a logo. That's on the 35. That's too small.
It's hard to paint sand.
Well, that's true. There's the deal. So it's 1st down. It's not. It's 3rd down and inches. What are they doing? It was 1st down, though, wasn't it?
That's what I thought. And now.
I don't know. I wish I had replay.
Who knows?
But I thought it was 1st and 10 when they ran that play.
I think it took so long we lost 2 down somewhere in the exchange.
Somewhere. All right, 2 wide receivers to each side. Here's the snap. Give us to Watkins up. No, that's Clemens up the middle. He's got some room. He's up to the 5. He's still going. 1st and goal, Northside.
It didn't matter if it was 3rd down, 4th down, or what down. We made a 1st down.
Man, number 33 out there for Northside. What's his? You got his number?
Let's see. That is Magnus Eck.
All right.
5'2", weighing in at 85 pounds.
I know he's got family listening tonight, so that's awesome. He's in the slot to the right side. Here's the snap. Keeper, Stevens up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Northside.
And the key block, number 33, Magnus Eck for the Knights there. Sealed off the corner to allow Carter Stevens in the end zone.
That's awesome. Number 63 for Northside coming off limping here.
Man, I'm loving that.
But that is awesome to see. So 6:50 to go in the ball game. Knights put 6 more on the board.
Again, Matt, that's whether it's their 2s or their 1s, doesn't matter. Great execution by the Knights. Made some good plays, made some good blocks, playing through the game, not mailing it in. And here for the PAT is another fine attempt.
Nice kick. 6:50 to go in the ball game. It is 48-20 Wicksburg. You're listening to Northside Knights football.
The Joy FM 94.3, 96.1 is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Hey, I'm Matt Johnson with the Northside Media Team. It's our vision to train young students about media and technology while bringing you live athletic coverage for Northside Methodist. Would you prayerfully consider supporting us in this new endeavor? Please contact Terry Dyson for more information at 334-794-7273.
This is Northside's brand of football. Go, Knights, go!
Welcome back to Wicksburg. 48-20 is our score now. Trevor, if you updated the online, good job, Ed. You're the man. Trevor, our producer, keeping things on YouTube Live, the score updated for us. Here's the kickoff for the Knights. Good high kick. It's deep, gonna take a bounce. Picked up at the 10. He's up to the 15-20. He's up the middle to the 30, still on his feet to the 40, and he's finally gonna be brought down near the 42-yard line.
I'm just glad we stayed in the lanes to get him, because some of the gun, that guy, he turns into a different gear.
Yeah.
He runs with a lot of passion. All the Panthers do. Matt, it's been a clean game. I know we've had a sideline warning over there, and we had a face mask, but I hadn't seen chippiness or really.
No, and in fact, I mean, when we've seen those like personal fouls, they haven't been. There hasn't been any, major scuffle or anything.
Yeah, it's we've seen a lot of great sportsmanship. Even had one guy stretching one guy off. Let's see what the Knights have here on the field. 1, 2, 3.
Looks like we do have some
5,
new
6, 7, 8,
new players in for Wicksburg. Here's a snap, new quarterback, give to near side, coming around, a little sweep here, puts his head down and gets a couple of yards, and that's it.
That's a good football play by both sides there, the Panther and the Knight. Neither one of them shying away from contact, but played it cleanly, like the sport's supposed to be played.
So definitely some newer guys in for Wicksburg because they're shorter.
I do see number 74 in there for Wicksburg. Alex Stevens, 5'8", 290-pound junior.
It's like
offensive tackle and guard.
Bunch set for the Panthers. Here's a snap. Oh, and hit the runner. The ball's loose. It's picked up by the Knights. He's running it the other way. He's finally brought down at the 20-yard line. Almost had a scoop and score, Chuck.
That was.
Guess who has the ball?
That would have been.
Guess who has the ball?
Who's that?
Steinfeld.
Again, 44 is playing like he's been playing this game for 15 years, but this kid's brand new to the game. Man, he's fun to watch, Matt.
He is. They had a guy in motion, and the ball hit him as in the snap.
It did. You could tell they had some new guys in there for the Panthers. And listen, with 6 minutes to go to game 48-20, the game is within hands for the Panthers, so they're teaching and learning, but nonetheless it's fun for the Knights to get a break their way.
Tristin, you're on the field. What you got going on down there?
Not much. I was hoping to talk to John. John, how are you feeling after recovering that fumble?
I'm feeling good. Man, I mean, we're playing a lot better than we have in the past couple of games, but I feel like we're getting better as a team for sure. We're getting better as a team for sure.
Well, you talk about we've taken up our sideline reporting to a new level. I mean, you're there talking to the guy that just got
the play.
The fumble recovery.
ESPN would be jealous of that, Tristin.
They would be. That's awesome. Good job.
I might have myself a new career.
You might. You might. That was awesome.
Yeah, just go to the playmaker, get an interview with him. Hey, this is fun here too for the Knights. I see some new faces in there for the Knights as well. Coming in, we talked about Magnus.
Magnus Eck.
Magnus
in the slot.
Eck.
Yep, he's in the slot there.
And
Looks like we got a wildcat going on right here with Watkins. Here's the snap and the give. Coming around the near side is Clemens. Puts his head down, falls forward, gets a couple of yards.
And J.T. Haney in there for the Knights as well. 5'3", 110-pound 10th grader. 14 for the Knights. That'd be Marshall Parr. 5'11", 160 for a senior.
He's split out wide to the right. Shotgun formation. It's a wildcat. I guess you'd call it a wildcat. He could throw the ball. Here's a snap. Keeper. Pitch to Clemens. Coming around the near side. And he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I'm not sure that Wicksburg's got their ones back in there, I believe, Matt.
Yeah, that's definitely number 77 out there.
Yeah. That's a little unfortunate. I mean, we've got a lot of twos out there for the Knights.
So third down, and we're going to call it about 11. But neat to see some of these younger guys get some playing time here.
That is. That speaks well to the coaching staff, and really for the starters as well. That they're cheering for their teammates.
Here's the snap. And the keeper is Watkins up the middle, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Not much there. So fourth down. Fourth and about 13, 14. They've lost about a yard per carry on this drive here. But, you look at it, they're completely outsized right now.
They are, and I think, I'm not trying to make any opinions, but Coach Green may have been motioning toward the opposing coaching staff, trying to make sure they saw the matchups.
Snap over his head. Watkins picks it up and just drops on it. And it'll be taken over by the Panthers.
The ball will change possessions there. So the turnover really didn't amount for anything other than an interview for Tristin on that one.
Which was really good.
It was.
But it was really good to hear those guys feel like, hey, we're playing better. We're getting some confidence. Forget the score. We're doing some things, and that's good to see.
That speaks of the mentality of the team. I really enjoyed hearing that interview, and he's right. He was spot on.
Yeah.
They have played better. Especially in the second half. Each game, Matt, maybe with the exception of last week against Slocomb, but really didn't give up. What was the score at halftime last week?
30. Was it 30-0? They gave up a touchdown in the second half.
Yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So every second half, the Knights have played better.
Yes. It's that first half.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's been a lot of the first possession. The first play, like tonight, it was a kickoff return for a touchdown.
You're right.
Last week it was a onside kick.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
So it's just things like that clean that stuff up and get a lead. Want to get a lead early in a game, and then that build off of that. Next week will be a bye week for the Knights. Hopefully those guys can get some recovery, and the ones that are banged up, and get ready for the game in 2 weeks against Cottonwood. Homecoming. Here's a snap. And the keeper up the middle for Wicksburg. He's got some room across the 40 to the 45. He's got a first down across the 50. Still going up to the 45 of Northside.
That is a different quarterback, but he is a one player. Number 9's been all over the field tonight for the Panthers. Eli Williams, to say that they've got twos in there, they don't. I see Bo Sellers in there for the Panthers, so they still have their ones on the field.
Yeah, different quarterback, but that definitely got
different running back.
Yeah. Got a final op over Houston Academy, 49-21. Here's the snap. And keep her up the middle. No, give her up the middle. Number 2, he's going to be off the races, and he's gone. Touchdown, Wicksburg.
Yeah, you credit that to the offensive line for the Panthers. There was a hole that you could have driven my truck and your truck through on that right side.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, these boys having a great time competing, and they're having fun playing the game.
So 54-20 is our score with the extra point to come. I think they're going to go for 2 here.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right.
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't understand this either. But they're lined up to go for 2 here. Here's the snap. And get up the middle, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Number 44 again, came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Good job.
That's
yeah.
Yeah, John Steinfeld.
That is for sure.
He made that play with some passion.
Yes, he did.
He may have banged himself up a little bit, Matt. I'm not sure.
He may have.
His left arm.
Yeah, he's not moving his left arm. 2:47 to go in the ball game. 54-20, Wicksburg. Our next broadcast will be in 2 weeks. We'll be at Rip Hughes Stadium, which is the official home of Northside, but it'll be the first time this year we'll be there.
In the city of Dothan, attempting to do some work on the old home stadium for Dothan Tigers, Northview Cougars, now Dothan Wolves, and Northside Methodist Knights.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of work out there, and new lights. They changed colors. I don't know if we'll be having anything to do with that, but that's kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, and they've put, for lack of a better word, like some tarp covering or some type of facade, so you just don't see underneath the stadium.
Right. Here's the kickoff. And it is a straight kick, fielded at the 21. He's up to the 25. Watkins to the 30s. Slips the tackle. Oh, he's off the races to the 40. He could break it. And he's going to be, that's a face mask. If he didn't have the face mask, he's gone. And they're definitely calling that. That was a great run back by Watkins.
It was a great run back. 58. I guess he was convinced he was not going to let him score, and the only way he could do that was grab his face mask.
Yep, that's for sure. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. The other thing, too, for Rip Hughes, we're hoping that in 2 weeks when we're there, we'll be able to plug our audio into the NFHS camera that's there. Not sure, but that is our goal. So possibly, if you have a subscription to NFHS, you can actually watch the game, but you can also listen to us as we call it. So hopefully that'll be worked out by then.
That would be fun to do if we can do that.
So hopefully. We've got what we need. We just need to make sure we can get in to plug that in and test that out. So the 1st and 10, Watkins in the Wildcat. Here's a snap. Give to Clemens. He's got some room to the 30. He's got the 25. Gets tripped up, first down near the 20.
And the Panthers do have their twos in there, I think, for the majority of it right now.
Yeah, I do too. That looks like it.
The clock has stopped.
Yeah, they're definitely not doing a running clock in this game, which is also another strange thing. Which I know that has to be like the coaches have to agree to that.
Right.
So Watkins in at quarterback. We're just going to call him quarterback now.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's the snap. And a keeper himself going around the outside looking for a hole. Now he cuts it up the middle, makes a move, slips a tackle. He's to the 20, puts his head down. He's still on his feet to the 15, the 10. He's still going.
Wow.
He's finally steps out of bounds at the 6.
And, hey, listen, let's give credit who credit due. The PA announcer just said, Watkins with an incredible run.
That was definitely what that was. That's 1st and goal.
It was a great run.
Man, live. He just was not going to go down.
He was not. And, Matt, it's just, I don't know, it should do the Northside fans good. These kids are playing through. They're having fun.
Absolutely.
And they're playing through. They're not giving up.
Give us to Clemens around the near side, at the corner. He gets hit, puts his head down. He's in. Touchdown, Northside.
I tell you what, like you said, now 54-26. Just for kicks, I'd love to see the Knights go for 2, but
they're not going to.
I know. That was probably not professional of me as a broadcaster, but you know.
I would like to see it too.
Wow, you were almost pegged by that football,
Man,
Matthew.
I wasn't paying attention.
And it went through to the bottom.
That's a shame.
Oh, it was retrieved.
Was it?
I think so.
Heads up, Chuck. Came your way. Oh, they're going for 2. And he's in. 2-point conversion. I didn't see it. Was it a bad snap? Bobble snap. So Carter Stevens.
Just like they drew it up.
Picked it up and ran it in. So 54-28 is our score now. Good job, Knights.
And what I guess the mystery would be is the one offense going to come back in for the Panthers?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but they may not have a 2 offense.
I don't. They've got their number 1 kick returner back in the back. Someone down there for the Knights to scrib it.
Yep. I sure do. I'm glad I'm not a football coach.
I am too. It just I would.
Or a ref. I'm happy just standing up here and just talking about it.
I am too. I'm looking for number 50 on the Panthers, and he's not listed. But he's going to scare 6'4", 6'5" to death. The guy in the middle right there.
Yeah. Here's the kickoff. Good kick. Low kick. He's going to take a bounce. Picked up at the 10. He's up to the 15.
And
20. He's still moving. He's finally hit. Still on his feet. Flag's down.
Got a flag.
And he's going to be down at the 36-yard line. So that's a block in the back or a hold possibly.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to number 20 for the Knights is out there just mixing up best he could. He's 5'3", and he took on that 6'5" guy like he was in there to play for sure. So J.T. Haney
is holding on Wicksburg. Yeah, good to see these young kids not be afraid to go out there.
He was not afraid a bit.
So that's going to back him up a little bit. 1:38 to go in the ball game.
So we're under 2 minutes.
Hey, that's our band playing the ESPN.
It is.
Good job to the Knights band. All right. Bunch formation for Wicksburg. Trying to get more personnel on the field for the Panthers. I think they've got their 11th man on there now. Here's the snap. And the give. Jet sweep coming around the near side. And he's hit, and he's dropped at the 24-yard line. Good defense that time.
Again, Stephen Gainey, no, he's not going to make the tackle, but he did his job. He made that play go back to the inside and let pursuit catch up with him. So well done, again, by that young man, Stephen Gainey.
Second down and 6. Ball's at the 25 of Wicksburg.
.44 still on the field for the Knights. Mr. Steinfeld.
He's been everywhere tonight. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. Puts his head down, and he gets drilled down.
Yeah.
Pushed backwards.
Nice play that time by Tyler Smith, 6'2", 175 senior for the Knights. Crashing hard from the linebacker position, making that play.
Got a couple of yards on that. Third down and about 3.5.
Play made by number 42, Tyler Smith. Third down and 3 for the Panthers.
Under 30 seconds to go. So we'll have one more play here.
Yep. And I really don't expect them to do anything less but to play their best on this play. The Knights have played a good second half, Matt. They really played well.
They really have. Here's a snap. High snap over his head. He catches it, though. And he's going to go down back at the 15-yard line, but that should do it. The Knights fall to Wicksburg, but they make a great showing here in the second half. The final score is 54-20. And good to see these guys continue to fight and claw their way into getting some points on the board. And the papers tomorrow, for the few people that still get the paper, that score is going to look a lot better than the game actually was probably.
Yeah, Matt, like we said, the second half has been indicative, I think, of the character of this Northside Knight Ball Club. Easily could have melded in and just said, I don't care who plays. We're just getting drilled. But showed great character, played hard throughout the game. I'm proud of the effort the Knights gave tonight.
Absolutely. It's good to see them give a fight and, learning every week, get a little bit better. And this is a tough team. I mean, we knew coming in here this is going to be a tough team in Wicksburg. And so 2 weeks from tonight, Knights will be back at home. Homecoming night, playing Cottonwood. And like to hopefully see some of these guys that have been banged up get their injuries a little bit under control and feeling better and get back on that football field, Chuck.
Yeah, that's what I would love to see too. Week off is a good time, and great opportunity for homecoming. Rippey Stadium come out, a traditional powerhouse in Cottonwood, but I think the Knights can compete.
Yeah, absolutely. Tristin down the field with her final report. Tristin.
Your leader. And Angelise, what is your favorite thing about football season?
I think that football season just unites everyone and it gets everyone together and happy. And I can really see the improvement of our team throughout the season. And I have a great time cheering on the Knights. So go Knights!
Thank you so much, Angelise.
Well, thank you, Tristin. And always good to hear reports from her. She did a great job tonight as always. And Trevor, great job as well running the sound, the production, all that good stuff. And we'll be back 2 weeks. Don't forget to subscribe to the Northside Knights YouTube channel and follow us right there for the next event, which will be 2 weeks from tonight. Once again, the final score tonight, Wicksburg wins 54-20. Good night and God bless.
Thank you for listening to Northside Methodist Academy Football. As always, thank you for supporting Northside Athletics. And thanks to all of our sponsors who make this ministry possible. And because it's a ministry, we'd love to partner with you in any of your prayer needs and share with you how to take the next steps in your relationship with Christ. Just call or text the Joy FM prayer line, 800-877-PRAY. That's 800-877-PRAY. Join us again next week for the Knights pregame show starting at 6:45. This has been a presentation of the Northside Methodist Academy Media Team.